Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is a longtime friend. It's probably overdue having this channel featured, and that's Mona Did What. She's going to talk to us about sewing and quilting more than anything else, and she shows us not only the process but the tools that are used. One of the things I really enjoy about her content is the lack of a long intro and outro. And what that means is that when we get into her content, it is 100% content. There's no filler, which is great. And she'll teach us. She is happy to show us mistakes and how to fix them. She shows us how we can make beautiful things, particularly when it comes to sewing and grafting of different types, but especially quilting. And it's interesting because without Mona Did What, I would not have otherwise seen some of the things that are available. You know, a lot of us will, I'm sure a lot of people have owned or at least seen quilts in their life, and you wonder possibly about the work that goes into that, but not thinking too much of it until you see somebody actually doing it piece by piece by piece and starting to understand the hours upon hours that it takes to make these beautiful things. And of course they can be 100% customized then and filled with meaning for that reason. But Mona Did What is an incredibly supportive creator and somebody who's been with the Tuber Chat family for a long time now. I'm embarrassed to tell you I don't even remember. It's got to be over a year now, and probably much longer than that. Like I said, I think it's overdue having Mona Did What featured. Now, I could be wrong, of course, but this is a creator who is with us almost every single day. She posts frequently, live streams often as well, and hopefully you'll enjoy connecting with her. 886 subscribers right now, which means she's going to be officially on the road to 1K any day now, which is exciting news. And she's somebody who always engages conversation in the chat. I see her out supporting people everywhere that I go in different premieres and live streams as well. So thank you everybody for coming in. I've got quite a full wheel started so far. The bud files is here. They are here I believe every single day, and Mom of 4 boys as well, along with Just Jason Keto, and the Bullock Experience came in earlier. We'll see if they come back in. So thank you everybody for being here. I think Cruise Nuts is here for the first time, and I've seen them out supporting other creators all the time. I've got a lot more channels on the wheel already. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, but it's open to everyone. So over a long period of time, probably an hour and a half to 2 hours, I will add some names to our wheel from our chat list so that we can get through as many channels as we can in the next 2.5 to 3 hours. Woman Outdoors is on the wheel with It's D Bankroll. Little Ridge Farm was early in the door with Canadian Family Life. The Stock Explorer is here as a member and a moderator. And I know we've got quite a few more channels in the chat, which is great. Together We Travel, thank you for coming in. Charming Ellis is back in the house, and Coffee Walks and Whatever and Fallen Arkansas Veterans were both early, I think here before we started actually. Glock Family Adventures is a member, so I'm going to add them onto the wheel as well. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is Tracy and Phoebe. They bring us beauty, and they also brought us a super chat before we even started. So for that reason, we're going to look at their channel first before we start spinning the wheel in another few moments. Lisa J. Stocks is in the house. Moesha's Empire, thank you for being here. Natalie Nicole's ASMR and Nova Real Show are here with us frequently as well. Paul's Green Space has been making frequent appearances, and Slim Jim Longfoot's been a long-time friend. Storytime with Uncle Bill is somebody I run into every day all over the place. And Starika, it's good to have you back in the house. Tales Told in the Dark, it's good to see you here. Vera and Jenny Sue, thank you both for being here. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. AG Born Jamaican is going to get added to the wheel as well. They are a longtime friend. Now, we feature a different channel like Mona Did What every single day here on Superchat based on impact and generosity that I've seen within the community. And we do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, which you have seen. We do that so that you can literally meet hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters even when we're not live streaming. So also here, as a moderator and a gold member, is Makeup Mom and Son. And she has been a dear friend for a very long time. All of the moderators here are dear friends of mine. They have been for well beyond a year and a half. Some of them actually even into 2.5 years, almost 3 years. But they all have different channels. They all do different things. They're all dear friends of each other. And they have one important thing in common, which is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, you will be able to meet more friends and family members when you join any of them on their channels for premieres and live streams. And Michael's Adventures, of course, is a beloved and dedicated moderator, one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6 years on YouTube. And he sends his regards just because he can't be here every day because of a work schedule. But he always makes sure that I remember to let everybody know that he's thinking about us, and we will likely see him again on the weekend. Ron's Keto Cafe, good to see you here. Henry Leslie, Vermont. Good to have you in the house. Coastal Waters here. I put you on the wheel. Nicholas Family Adventures was added. I think they were added. Did I add them? Maybe I'm thinking Clock Family Adventures. Pardon me. Yes, Clock Family Adventures. I've got you on the wheel, and hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So again, this is Mona Did What. She's going to bring us sewing and quilting more than anything else, but it's really interesting to me to see some of the things like, you know, I've never quilted, or I have sewn. We used to learn in my school district when we were kids. Through 6th to 8th grade, we had to take some home economics classes, they called it, and it involved, oh, if I remember, cooking. Oh, why can't I remember what else? There was sewing. We actually made clothes, and we made some stuffed animals and things like this, and it was kind of cool. And art as well was part of that. And it's interesting, though, now, after not having done any of that for a long time myself personally, to see somebody like Mona Did What using a creative outlet, creative outlet like this to not only accomplish different things of great value, but share their knowledge and show everybody like how some of these things can be done. She'll teach techniques, and like I had said in the beginning of the stream, she's got some interesting equipment which I'd never seen before. So I'm looking forward to more from her, and I'm sure you will too when you connect with her. She's approaching 900 subscribers. So thank you one more time, Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning, for dropping a super chat. They've done that countless times, and for that reason, I'm going to put them up onto the screen right away. We'll get to spinning the wheel shortly. And Roadhog, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning brings us beauty in a lot of different ways. So there are a lot of haul-type videos or product reviews, a lot of lists of things that we might enjoy or things we might want to avoid, because they want to help us in that way as well. This is Tracy and Phoebe together. I believe that's the first time that a thumbnail has Tracy and Phoebe together, which is really cool. And you'll get to know them as you get to their channel. Parge Jen set the notification hours early today, so thank you for that. It's good to have you in the chat as well. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Now, Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning also is going to do Get Ready With Me type videos. They had done some live streams in the past, so we'll see if they're going to do those again. In the meantime, they've been putting out a lot of shorts videos, and you can see that some of these have really blasted into the thousands of views. I'm just looking at this one because I thought that when we looked at this the other day, I thought that Phoebe's video here was the one that was the most popular, but I remember seeing this the other day as well. So it's great, and that will likely continue. The idea, of course, is we're not trying to build video or make a video or create a video that everybody's going to like. That's very difficult to do, although we learn as we go. The idea is to build a catalog of videos, knowing that some people will like some of them. Hopefully a lot of people will like all of them, but I'm sure you know what I mean. And eventually a few of your videos will take off, And like everything else in the world, 10 or 20% of your content is what's going to carry your channel. Jeremy D-Day has been a friend of over 3 years, 3.5 actually, and with Tuber Chat from the very beginning. Our 3-year anniversary is coming up in a couple of weeks there. We got Jeremy D-Day on the wheel because he happens to be a member, and it's already time to spin. Drunken Chef Barbecue, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's another incredibly supportive channel that I've run to over the last at least year, if not 2 years, in between all kinds of people's premieres and live streams. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Captain in the squad, it's good to see you in the house, and thank you, because I know that you're already sending friends over here. I got a comment from one of your friends the other day, so hopefully we'll see them soon. It's the bankroll is going to help us with budgeting and making the most of our income. Pardon me just for a second. I'll be right back. When we look at It's the Bankroll, we have a few channels now, a good handful actually, in the Tuber Chat family that are going to help us when it comes to the idea of finances. And I just think that's great, because here in the Tuber Chat family, we likely have, at least 99% of us have monetization on our mind in some way, either for our channels or for our businesses. Wouldn't it be a wonderful world as that revenue starts to roll in and hopefully increase, we're able to maximize the impact? And that's what It's the Bankroll is going to help us do. Not to mention, help us with challenges and different ideas for being able to save money. And one of the things I think that's great about some of these channels like It's the Bankroll is I believe everybody can use as much financial information as possible, because the more we learn about everything, the more obviously we're going to be able to make better decisions when it comes to our finances. But It's the Bankroll is going to help us with cash envelope stuffing challenges and things like this as well. And, you know, a lot of times, this is just a personal opinion, but a lot of times in our life, mine personally, I've, had people tell me the same things in different times or different stages of life, and you really never know who's going to strike the right chord in the right way. And that can be life-changing, and you never know where it's going to come from. Now that we have so many financial channels in the Tuber Chat family, there's lots of opportunity to be able to learn and have hopefully somebody say, like, here, I've got an idea, this is going to help you motivate yourself so that you can make better decisions financially. It's just something I'm really passionate about, because like a lot of people, I believe that we're not taught nearly enough in the general school systems, at least not in North America anyway. And I think that it's been on parents and guardians and caregivers and things like that to try to help teach finances. So it's wonderful when we have people who are really accomplishing something and really coming up with solid how-to ideas, not just talking about like, hey, you should save money and here's the reason why, but literally showing us different tips and techniques that can help us along the way. So It's the Bankroll is sitting at 729 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 subscribers that they're thinking about. And then Cruise Vet Adventures, I'm just going to get you onto the wheel. Holly's Adventures, I think, just came in as well. I wonder if Venom for Life is still here. Venom for Life was here right at the very beginning of the stream. They might still be listening. I don't know if I saw them in the chat the last few minutes. But they actually are a friend on Xbox. And I did finally go and grab an Xbox the other day. It was probably a bad decision, a little bit premature. But for those of you who know our music channel, you know that the footage of the dancing nightclub comes from Grand Theft Auto. And my intention is to get that channel moving again. Not with 24-hour streams for now, but possibly with daily streams. And that involves some more footage that we're going to need so that it doesn't get, completely boring for everyone. And we'll keep things moving. Canadian Family Life still in the chat. Scratching PPA's coming up right away now. Ghostly Precious Art and Craft. Good to see you in the house. Foxy's Friends is here. They happen to be a member. And they put out a couple of new videos recently. I'll put them on the wheel because they happen to be a member from the other side of the fence. It's good to see you as well. I'm going to get you on the wheel also. And when we look at Scratching PPA's content, we're going to see the Scratch Challenge series of videos. What Scratching PPA does is brings an interesting twist to lottery ticket scratching. And he pits two lottery tickets against each other and gives us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video. So it sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. And you get the chance to vote if you follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do, and I'm sure most of us are on at least one of those networks. And then what you're going to find is that this creator posts with perfect consistency. Now, first of all, they're here as a beloved and dedicated moderator, but Scratching PPA is very well known in the Tuber Chat family as a shining jewel, somebody who is literally here every single day for getting close to 3 years now, if you can imagine, and we're on episode 561. He's been here for almost all of them, if you can imagine somebody supporting you that much. Now, he is also out supporting other creators all the time. Literally, one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6 years on YouTube now, but Scratching PPA posts with perfect consistency. And what that means when I talk about it here is that he puts out videos as premieres every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern without fail for well over 2 years now. And when you can catch him for one of these premieres, you will find a fast rolling chat, faster than this one, faster than most you've seen in the Tuber Chat family. And I believe that a big part of that is because of the support that he gives to other creators. Here in the Tuber Chat family, I use the word generosity all the time, because the idea is truly, if we give much more than we expect to receive when it comes to all the things we wish people would do for us on YouTube, it comes back, and sometimes 10 times over. Now, if you can imagine, and I know I've said this a million times, Scratching PPA's had to hear it a million times, but can you imagine being able to see the future today in your YouTube journey, planning to be here for hopefully 2, 3, 5, 10 years, or maybe even longer, knowing that there are people who are going to support you 10 times more than you could ever support them back, favors that you could never possibly return, not to mention sounding happy to do it. And this is the kind of thing that Scratching PPA, this is the kind of friend he is to me personally, but there are a lot of people out there who will generously support you in ways you can't even imagine today, even with me talking the way I am right now. And I hope you take inspiration from that and realize that all you have to do is meet enough true friends on YouTube and you will have more support than you ever thought you would before you started your channel. That goes for everybody. Abandoned Exploring Mike, good to see you in the house. Airborne Vlogs, good to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. And if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Pardon me. Holly's Adventures, thank you for that highlighted milestone message, by the way. And those are a free bonus for anybody who's a member on any channel where they're enabled. But we're always happy to see those because they knock a little bit of life off of our stream boss, which is the video game life meter under my camera there as well. And when we finish talking about Scratch and PPA's content, one of the things you're also going to notice when I talk about presentation with this creator, his video editing skills have been complimented ever since his very first video, well over 2 years ago. But he's got this bright, beautiful avatar, obviously matched by the thumbnails that you see here, which include content and a hint to let you know that there are giveaways in his videos. These are matched by a banner that is updated every single week. And this creator happens to be a fellow Canadian, but like I said, posts every single week on Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern without fail. Some of us set alarms on our phones to make sure that we don't miss his premieres, and some of us text each other as well for that reason. Just Jason Keto, thank you for the highlighted milestone message. We're going to see if that's going to take in a second. I'm not sure if it did. Abandon Exploring Mike. Look at that luck. I just put you on the wheel and you came up right away. So look at that. See, Just Jason Keto just dropped a highlighted milestone message in the chat. Now, he's here just about every single day. I think he's here literally for every stream, for which I'm grateful. I appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know not everybody could be here every day or for 2.5 hours every time we stream, but I really do appreciate the effort that creators make to try to be here as much as possible. Now, Just Jason Keto dropped that highlighted milestone message, and you see that he knocked out the last stream boss, so he's going to get some extra exposure for a little while. Ace Flaw 1 is another creator who's been with me since long before Superchat even started, over almost 3 years ago. And it's another example of a friendship that lasts over 3 years, probably over 3.5 now. And then Abandoned Exploring Mike is up here right now. Now, this is a creator I'm still getting to know, but they are going to take us on adventures of abandoned locations more than anything else. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to them. You can get more information on their About page. But I'm just going to grab their latest video. They put a brand new video out a few days ago. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to keep caught up with them. That's just a playlist that I use to stay caught up with creators, or attempt to. And playlists can be a great tool for that. We talk about them a lot here as well. Abandoned Exploring Mike is now approaching 1,400 subscribers, and I want to see how they're doing for shorts videos as well. Some of these are getting into the thousands of views now, which is great. Live streams might be an idea that they'll pick up in the future as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I will appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. I'm just curious if Venom for Life is still here. Michelle VB, good to see you in the house. And Airborne Vlogs, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. For that reason, your channel is going to be the next one that we look at. We always put super chatters on the screen right away in order. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and after a long while, I will add some names to our wheel from our chat list. So Cruise Vet Adventures is up here now. This is a creator that is going to do a very thorough job of giving us reviews and tours, both of ships, rooms, and all the different activities and amenities that you'll find on the ships as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Oh, this is interesting. I was going to take the latest video, but I actually want to see this particular one because, and this is a few months old actually, but this particular video is from Victoria, British Columbia. I happen to be in Canada. I'm still trying to get a grasp on figuring out if there are cruises that actually leave from Canada and go to places like Alaska or other destinations, because I just haven't seen enough information yet to make me think that that's possible. So I'm going to take this particular video, put that in my catch-up list. We've had this influx lately of cruising and travel channels which is really cool. A lot of cruising content, which I'm happy to see. Dixie Cuddle Fitness, good to see you in the house. The Gambler After Dark, good to see you here as well. Thank you for coming in. And when we look at Cruise Vet Adventures, we see they've got 202 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. I'm just going to hit the popular on their shorts tab and see that they've cracked 1,000 views now, which is great. So hopefully that continues. Live streams are something they've been doing almost once a week. Maybe that's going to pick up, but I've got my notification on. They're going to do one today, actually in about 4.5 hours from now. So later tonight, I'm in the Eastern time zone, of course. It's night for me, but later tonight we're going to see a live stream from Cruise Vet Adventures. So hopefully I can catch that. Brown Girl Bella is another dear friend of over 3.5 years. And look at that. She's been a member for 27 months already. And thank you so much for that, first of all. I'm going to get her onto the wheel right away. And that's another example. You know, I love talking about that and saying it over and over and over again, just because, you know, people are always coming in and out of your live stream, stuff like that. And that's the same thing here in Tuber Chat. That's what we're supposed to be doing, going out, supporting creators, coming back and things like that. But I hope for everybody to, you know, hear many times the idea that we now have friendships just in the Tuber Chat family that have lasted over 3 years. So I'll talk about that more when I get Brown Girl Bella's channel up onto the screen. But next up is going to be, and pardon me, I just want to go back and grab Airborne Vlogs message. Thank you for the hello to everyone. Airborne Vlogs dropped a super chat, so we're going to put them up right now. If I've missed anybody in the chat or anything that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Airborne Vlogs is here with 771 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 that they're thinking about. Nets Vlog 21, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Airborne Vlogs is another channel we're still getting to know, but I can see I'm falling behind here. So I'm just going to take your latest video, Shipwrecks. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's just the playlist, again, that I use to keep caught up with creators. Live streams, maybe this is something we'll see from this creator again sometime soon. But shorts videos are something I've taken a lot of interest in lately. And one of the reasons I like putting these on the screen when we look at people's channels is just to give you an idea of how these are really moving, right? There's this lottery, like winning the lottery aspect to shorts videos, and there has been for a long time, where you can post short videos and some of them really get heavy pushes. You know, in the beginnings of our YouTube journey, it's not the easiest thing to start putting out videos and get over 100 or 200 views on every video. But with shorts, it's a lot easier. It doesn't happen every time, but it happens often. I'm doing an experiment on my personal channel right now that's going to be finished after tomorrow. So I'll talk about it next week, and we'll see what happened and what I think through that experience. But Airborne Vlogs has put out quite a few different videos here in the shorts section in a few different styles. And we see that these are getting into almost the thousands of views now, which is great. So hopefully that continues as well. And hopefully everybody will continue or connect with them. They happen to be a loyal and dedicated supporter, of course. And thank you again for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And here they go. They say their children help with their videos and feature on their shorts. So that's something we have the ability to look forward to seeing in their shorts when you go through a few of these on their channel. And I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Home Bartending with John is in the house, of course. They are here every single day, for which I'm grateful. Now, for anybody that's connected with them, you know that Home Bartending with John is incredibly supportive. He's actually been hopping in on other StreamYard panels, too. I forget, was it just Jason Keto or another channel that had Home Bartending with John? Forgive me if I'm mistaken about that. I just saw Home Bartending with John on a thumbnail. And I can't remember for the life of me whether it was a stream that was coming up or something that had just passed. Or an interview, like a video. Canadian Family Life is here right now. I've got, pardon me, Home Bartending with John on the wheel. Canadian Family Life, obviously another fellow Canadian, but from New Brunswick. And this creator brings us a few delicious looking meals through their content, as well as a lot of other random content as well. We'll get an idea of that when we get to their channel. They're going to show us how to maximize our dollars when we're shopping for some of the food we're going to use to cook and things like that. And then we see a planter update. They're going to be growing some stuff. I wonder if that's going to be taken outside, and forgive me for not knowing already. Canadian Family Life is another creator that came into the Tuber Chat family not too long ago, but instantly was out supporting people. I see them in StreamYard panels almost every day. I see them out in chats, whether it's premieres or live streams, every day as well. Dave Collier Camping, good to see you in the house. They've been doing a lot of streaming lately and using that feature with StreamYard now that allows you to multi-stream or simulcast between channels, which is really cool. Backlash Fisherman, thank you so much for that membership. I really do appreciate that. Renewing that. Him and his wife, Coastal Water, both happen to be members, so I really do appreciate that extra generosity. Feel like I'm missing a couple channels in the chat. Forgive me if that's the case. Keto Mama Michelle is here. And I feel like I don't mean to miss anybody. As long as everybody's still active in the chat, we should get around to everybody. Was the Astute Tourist in here? I think that somebody said hello to the Astute Tourist, but I didn't see them come in. But they're another incredibly supportive creator, actually. Now, Canadian Family Life, like I said, as soon as they came into the Tuber Chat family, it's getting on a few months ago now, I believe, but they right away were out supporting other creators like crazy, and I'm so happy when I see that kind of thing, because, you know I say it over and over and over here again and again, but the more we give to others, truly, the more we do for others, meaning hanging out in their streams and, premieres and, live streams and commenting on their videos, watching, liking, and things like that, I promise you, it comes back more than you would expect, right? And I'm just happy to see that, because we can keep an eye on this channel and we'll likely see that as well. And thank you, Brown Girl Bella, for that. I really do appreciate that as well. She's welcoming Backlash Fisherman into the membership. He's done that before. And then Canadian Family Life. Let's just see what they're doing for shorts videos right now. These are starting to crack over 1,000 views, which is great. And live streams. Like I said, they're doing a lot of these. There's Dave's Collier Camping right there. So they're using... and there's Shanster Travels. Lots of familiar faces here. Destination Fun, of course. Canadian Family Life, like I said, just hopped into the Tuber Chat family and was right away out supporting others in every way that you can, which is great. Over 50 and Fabulous, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. From the other side of the fence is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on for today. From the other side of the fence brings us barrel racing, and I had I keep forgetting about that, Coastal Water. Why do I forget every day now? I went to the effort of putting this command into Nightbot, and then I renamed it because Coastal Water made me laugh one day. And it's just a command that you can use if you wanted to see if your robots are working, because I use 4 here, right? Stream Elements, Stream Labs, Nightbot, and Botissimo, and I use them for a couple of different reasons. First of all, I like to try everything, see how everything works, so that we can talk about that kind of thing here. But also, when you're making promises to people, like what I do with my gold members, for instance, dropping their links and stuff, if a robot goes down for the day, you got to be able to make up, that somehow. And, a lot of people are going to be patient and forgiving and things like that one day at a time. But if you have a robot that causes a little bit of trouble at any point, you can start changing things around. Each one has a strength for which I'm happy to use them. But Coastal Water, made me laugh one day with the idea of roll call. So I renamed my command just for that. I do it on every channel I run now, actually. From the other side of the fence brings us barrel racing. Now, I had not previously heard of barrel racing that I can remember, except for having watched a television show called Yellowstone. And most of you will likely have heard it, if not heard of it, if not have watched it. And they've got spin-off after spin-off already, and still coming more so. And one of the things that they talk about is barrel racing or barrel racers. And because of From the Other Side of the Fence, we see that on their About page, they say that there's a couple reasons they started the channel, but one of the reasons is to share their perspective as the father of a teenage barrel racer. And it's a really unique competition. And I looked it up because I just wanted to understand what exactly it is. Because television sometimes, you know, can be known to distort things, right? It's meant for entertainment, not necessarily education most of the time. But if we go and take another look, we can get an idea. So after watching a bit of their content and seeing some of the barrel racing that's happening here, I went and looked it up and watched a little bit so I could understand what it is. But this is really, really cool to see somebody using talent. And one of the things, like, barrel racing involves horseback riding. It's a specific kind of racer competition. And I believe, after watching what I've seen, both from looking it up and both from this channel, that there has to be a really strong, serious connection from the rider to the horse, right? And I think you'll feel the same thing when you get there. But it's really cool that we have, this is a one-of-a-kind channel in the Tuber Chat family. So I hope everybody will check them out. They've been a loyal and dedicated supporter, as you can see. 175 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 200 they're thinking about. And they've got a few shorts videos here starting to crack 1,000 views also, which is really, really cool. Traveler Bust, good to see you in the house. I'm going to get you onto the wheel. And we will spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch just dropped a super chat. They're just driving and listening, so thank you for that, Susan. I hope that you can hear. I don't want to distract you while you're driving, but I really enjoyed your live stream the other day. You know, I tend to be in live streams, and I've been lucky to catch the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch many times. But a lot of times what I'll do, if I happen to be working on the computer, I'll go into a live stream, say hello to everybody, talk to the host for a second, and then I might leave the stream running. You know, and I might be like getting up or moving around or, like, you know, putting the volume down if I'm editing videos and things like that, which is part of my full-time gig. But the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, I got a chance to really sit there and hang out and listen to what she had to say about a lot of polarizing issues, to be honest with you. And it's wonderful. Oh, for the life of me, I can't remember. Was it Zero Hedge? Is that what it's called? The website where she was talking about some of the headlines. And I went and looked that up because she was talking about it. A lot of important stuff, and I'm glad we can, you know, use our YouTube channels as platforms to discuss these kind of things and get some information out there. But I really had a good time in that particular live stream. Then she had her guest come on with the music, Alfonso, as well. Just Jason Keto just gifted a membership, so thank you for that. He's done that before. And Natalie Nicole's ASMR is now a member, so thank you for that. I'm sure that Natalie Nicole's ASMR will be happy to have received that gifted membership. And if you would like, I think that, how did I do this? Did I do it as a gift or gifts? We'll see in a second. And then thank you, Dave Collier Camping. DM Vlog, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. If Natalie Nicole's ASMR is still here, I'll put them on the wheel right away. Z's Gaming Channel, good to see you in the house as well. Oh, Ghostly Winds is here from Australia as well. Brown Girl Bell is up on the screen. I spun the wheel right before I was about to put up the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch for that Super Chat. So we're going to look at the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch in another second. And there's Natalie Nicole's ASMR right there. So I'm going to add them onto the wheel right now. Members always get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But because of that gifted membership, we'll put it up right away. And thank you again, Just Jason Keto. Like I said, he's done that before. And then Scratch and Pete PA often will mention the procedure to make sure that your channel's able to receive gifted memberships, because when YouTube started with the feature, some channels you just automatically seem to get it. Others, it had to be turned on, and it seems more and more that it needs to be turned on for every single channel that you go into if you want to be eligible to receive a membership. It's still random. YouTube's doing it based on activity in the chat or however they're doing it. We still can't quite get a grasp on it, but because of the way that Scratch and PPA often will put the instructions in the chat, I just copied that out and made a Nightbot command so that you can read that out for yourself and make sure that your channel is ready to receive memberships if you'd like to. So, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is coming up right now. We're looking at Brown Girl Bella, and this is another creator who, like I said, has been with us for over 3 years. Now, Tuber Chat started almost 3 years ago. Our 3-year anniversaries are coming up in a week and a half. But Brown Girl Bella has been a friend of mine now on YouTube during my YouTube journey for much longer than that. We're talking well over 3.5 years now. And she is always somebody who wants to help promote others. You'll be able to meet more friends and family members during her premieres and live streams. She streams at least twice a week. Sunday Sips is a popular Sunday afternoon. I'm in the Eastern time zone like she is, so Sunday afternoon is a great time to hang out for a couple of hours. And Thursdays, she does a stream called Bella After Dark. Things get a little bit more adult over there, but the conversation can go just about anywhere. And it's kind of really cool. She'll bring up StreamYard panelists. Now, she started with beauty and continues that today. There are a lot of get ready with me type videos here. She'll talk about different palettes, different types of looks that she's able to create. She'll give tips and tricks and things like that. But the conversation also gets into a lot of YouTube because, as you can imagine, she's got lots of experience. Now, with almost 4,400 subscribers, you know that I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of, let's say, 3,000 and beyond. Now, Brown Girl Bella, what I meant to say when I first when she first came into the chat today, one of the things I like mentioning, first of all, you've heard me say it many times today about these friendships that are starting to get into years, just here in the Tuber Chat family. But I had already been connected to Brown Girl Bella on my personal channel, and she was warm, welcoming, along with a lot of her friends, a lot of her community. And after a little while of getting to know Brown Girl Bella and some of her friends, I had come to them and said, hey, I'm going to start a channel that does just the same thing that you do, but it's going to be dedicated just like as a growth stream. And instead of these creators saying, you know, go do your own thing, don't copy us, go find something else to do, there's too many, and blah, 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 it was the opposite. They said, we'll help you build it. And as you can see, 3.5 years later, Brown Girl Bella is still coming around as often as possible to support other creators in the right way. And she continues to allow people to connect with each other. So like I said, you'll meet more friends and family members when you join her on her own channel as well. Not to mention the content. And like I said, she's always warm and welcoming. One thing you'll notice about this creator, she seems to be very independent. So not at all swayed by the ebbs and flows of the YouTube community and things like that. She's very focused, like literally actually razor sharp focused, and she does a fantastic job with branding, as a matter of fact. So when you get to her channel, you see like she's got a logo. She talks about getting bellified when you get into the memberships on the channel, because of course she's monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and those memberships, of course. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. She live streams, like I said, at least twice a week. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these again very soon. And then shorts videos. I just want to see how these are doing. She's getting into the couple of thousands of views now, which is great. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. We'd love to push her towards that 4,400 subscribers that I'm thinking about. Pardon me. In the meantime, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, Brown Girl Bella is one of the creators who taught me about that, along with Elevate with Vern, House of X, and a few other creators, 3.5 years ago. If anybody here would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours right now, just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And yes, let's get bellified. And then when we look at the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, this is Susan. Now, she might not be in the chat right this second because she's driving. So thank you so much for letting the stream run like that. I know we've got a few friends who do that. Jaden might be listening right now as well. He's been a dear friend for a long time. But the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, this is Susan. You see in the thumbnail here. She's actually got another video. So I'm just going to take this latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list so I can stay caught up. She's got a premiere coming, and that is going to be tonight, actually just in another half hour or so. So we know after Tuber Chat there's going to be fresh content on that channel, and then we'll talk about the shorts and live streams in a second. Hawaiian 5-0, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I see Emotion coming in. When I look for that channel, I look for Emotion New Soul. I'm just going to put that in the chat for you because that's a very popular and short name. So we, in the spirit of doing all we can for each other, we always want to search, find, and click on each other. Emotion can be a little bit tougher to find still today. I'm sure within the next long while, that channel will rise up the search results and become #1 for just about everybody. But for now, we look for Emotion New Soul. He happens to be here as a moderator and a gold member. Now, Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is officially on the road to 1K. They're sitting at 922 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther today. Growing What I Eat, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for the kind words. I'm going to put you on the wheel right now. I must have not seen you come in, but Growing What I Eat happens to be a member, so we'll get them on the wheel right this second. And the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch has some featured channels here, a lot of familiar faces, as a matter of fact. And their videos can get into anything that I like to categorize into the homesteading community of channels, because we talk about ranching, farming, gardening, and typical homesteading activities with a lot of different channels. And a lot of these creators seem to have similarity in their generosity in wanting to share knowledge and resources with each other and with others. That's certainly the case with the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. And a lot of live streams. So here, live with Little Ridge Farm. There's Mark. We talk about him being also on a lot of StreamYard panels. But Susan will bring up different panelists, actually. So she's got like almost a segmented kind of live stream. And always warm and welcoming, of course, always engaging. She keeps up with the chat extremely well. But she'll bring up different StreamYard panelists, talk about different important topics, but then as well bring up some music. She will inspire us in a spiritual way as well. And this is a creator living on an 1.5-acre homestead and helping us with our homesteading activities and discussions and things like that. She really gets well-rounded in the live streams, though. There's a lot of different content there. When we look at the shorts videos, we see that these are getting close to 1,000 views now, so hopefully that continues. I'm sure it will. And like I said, she's got a premiere coming up in about now 20 minutes, 25 minutes, so we know that after Tuber Chat she'll have fresh content on her channel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. She's here every single day, I believe, and I try to catch her as often as I can. And she dropped a super chat, so we put her channel on the screen right away. Thank you for that extra generosity, by the way. Again, she's done it countless times. And if anybody has not already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time. Deshaun on the track, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And pardon me again, Just Jason Keto. I should have put that channel up right away. I had said a while back, maybe a couple months ago now, my intention is to put up channels when we have those gifted memberships, the way that we do with Super Chats, and put them up right away. So forgive me for missing that. Luckily, we're all friends here, and some of us are even Canadian, so we're forgiving, and I'll take that for sure. But Just Jason Keto gifted a membership, and luckily Natalie Nicole ASMR picked that up, and Just Jason Keto's done that before. Teacher P Downer, good to see you in the house. That's another longtime friend. I caught them for a live stream early this morning. I found myself for some reason getting up in an ungodly hour here and then having to catch up on some sleep afterwards, but I was on for a couple of hours. Otherwise I might not have caught Teacher P Downer, but I'm glad I got into your live stream today. Just Jason Keto is going to talk to us about healthy eating and healthy living, specifically when we talk about a keto based diet. Now I'm looking at the thumbnails here, and he's got different guests that come on. Usually what happens is, I believe it's live streams, and then he cuts videos out of those. But when we get into the live streams, we see a lot of guests here. And forgive me, I must have been mistaken earlier. I saw Home Bartending with John on a thumbnail, and I can't remember which channel that was on. But that's okay. Well, lots of friends collaborating with each other here in the Tuber Chat family, and I'm really happy to see that as well, because collaborating with others is a fantastic way to grow your audience. First of all, when you go into somebody else's StreamYard panel or whatever format they're using, you are almost always certainly guaranteed to gain a few subscribers. But I believe that you're actually helping the other creator by changing the dynamic of the conversation and content on their channel when you're there. I know I use that word dynamic all the time, but it really is the case when you hop in on somebody else's channel. And Just Jason Keto's actually been interviewing a lot of people lately. I was lucky to catch one of these recently. Maybe it's not as recent as I thought. Oh, it was sorry, I keep saying it. It was a premiere. It was a premiere that I caught. It was this one here. And it's interesting because not only are they talking about the tips and tricks we'd expect when it comes to the idea of a keto-based diet or, healthy eating, healthy living, but life experiences as well, giving you the why behind what people are doing, the challenges that somebody or different people might have faced while trying to diet or get into a keto-based lifestyle, drawbacks and things like that, so that's an idea. Oh, and then thank you, Scratch and PPA. That must have been it. The astute tourist must have had them. Like I said, I saw them. I saw somebody saying hello to them. I'm not sure if the astute tourist was here today, but they do a bit of that as well. They've got a lot of live streams going on. Get to the farm. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then, thank you, Scratch and PPA. I just couldn't, for the life of me, remember where that was. But, it's great. Like, even myself, I'm always looking at the cup half full or trying to. But even when I make my mistakes here, and I promise you, I make as many as anybody, both behind the camera and when I'm editing videos and everything else, But hopefully you just see that, like, now we're getting into a situation where so many creators here in the Tuber Chat family are independently, like outside of what I'm talking about here, collaborating with so many other people. Because even YouTube tells us themselves it's probably the number one way to grow your audience is by connecting with other audiences or other communities. So Just Chasing Keto's doing a great job with this. Not to mention, this creator, of course, is going to talk to us, like I said, healthy eating, healthy living, and the idea of a keto-based lifestyle or diet, if we want to call it that. But he'll show us tips and tricks, and I keep saying hacks, for how we can get more value out of some of the things we might find typically when we're shopping for products. Lots of things will be marked with keto, and you just want to be able to understand what you're looking at. Just Chasing Keto can bring us up to speed on that as well. His shorts videos are starting to really get into the thousands of views. One of them popped over 22,000. Which is great news. This creator's at 738 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 they must be thinking about. So let's spin the wheel. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signals that are sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So we'll go for 3 minutes. We'll come back with VS Speaks Royally. All right, we're back, and we're going to talk about VS Speaks Royally. I think Cruising Koozies is in the house as well. Good to see you here. And when we look at VS Speaks Royally, we see a creator who, first of all, has been a dear friend of Tuber Chat for a very long time. This is an incredibly engaging creator, not just in their content, but everywhere that they go, they engage conversation. And I make a really big deal about that here in Tuber Chat, because when you engage true conversation in anybody's premiere or live stream in the chat, you are sending true engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm and helping get that content pushed out a little bit farther. And it's always nice that we do the hello to each other. You know, you speak to different people in the chat. And for those of you who see me come into your premieres and live streams, you're going to shake your head, because it's, you know, as much as possible, you'd like for somebody to practice what they preach. But a lot of times, you know, we come in, we say hello, and we might be listening or doing something else. But if you can get into a few conversations, first of all, you help yourself because you're getting to know creators, but as well, you will find that you're doing a great service to the host, because you're literally showing YouTube that the content is that engaging, that it's inciting, if that's the right word for me to use, conversation. Now, VS Speaks Royally is very well known as somebody who's incredibly supportive, and they've been in a huge growth spurt for a long time on their channel, where they're now into well over 3,000 subscribers and just crossed 4. But what you're going to find when you get into their live streams particularly is an incredibly engaged conversation. And I believe that a big part of that is because VS Speaks Royally does a great job of leading that conversation by staying well versed and up to date on her subject. Pardon me just for a second, I'll be right back. Now, VS Speaks Royally talks about the royal family more than anything else. So you can imagine she's had a really big 6 or 8 months now of content and different stories to cover, different conversations to be had. But there's a little bit more on the channel as well. When we get into the videos, and especially the shorts, you're going to see some variety, but these have started to pop into the thousands of views. One of them's hit over 7,000. But the live streams are where this creator shines. So I'm just going to take the latest live stream replay and put that in my catch-up list here. Now, I've caught VS Speaks Royally countless times for the live streams, but when you think about the idea of conversation, you're going to get an idea, because here in the Tuber Chat family, the idea is we're hoping to support each other over a long period of time, regardless of our content, right? So we have lottery ticket scratching channels, cooking channels, fitness channels, gaming channels, homesteading channels. We have all different kinds. Some channels I would have never thought of before I'd ever started Tuber Chat, for instance. So it gives us a wonderful chance to really be diverse in the people we're supporting. As well, your channel will start with a strong and solid foundation, but as your community grows and as your content really starts to get out there and your channel starts to get beyond that foundation, you'll start to draw in an audience that's meant specifically for your content, right? A lot of times people find you because they're looking for videos. They say, hey, I like this video, I want to see the next one from this creator, and that's where we get into subscribing, turning the bells on, and things like that. So VS Speaks Royally has started with a solid and strong foundation of supporters, but now gotten into engaged conversation, and you get an example, right? There's not much more that I can say without you going there. So I hope everybody will connect with VS Speaks Royally and see what I mean when you get into a live stream and you see the conversation, literally paragraph after paragraph after paragraph in the chat, and you can just imagine what that's doing for the algorithm. So I wish for everybody to see that, not to mention this creator's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. If I missed anything in the chat today that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. I'm getting Bumby Selby onto the wheel right now. She's another friend of well over 3 years. And next up is the Stock Explorer. Now, Nora, behind the Stock Explorer channel, which is just one of two actually, is here as a member and a moderator. And every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They have been for a very long time. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels and they all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, you'll be able to meet more friends and family members when you join them on their channel for premieres and live streams. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. No, I skipped over M&T Living and Cooking, but thank you for that. And yeah, thank you for asking M&T Living and Cooking, because I promise you, like I said, I make as many mistakes as anybody. I don't mean to skip over you there, but members are supposed to be added onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So if anybody comes in and thinks they're supposed to be on there, don't be afraid to give me a nudge, because I will appreciate it for sure. And I'd rather make the mistake of doing something twice than not doing it. But thank you, Scratch and PPA, for catching that as well. So M&T Living and Cooking is on there now. The Stock Explorer is up here. This is Nora in this updated avatar. This creator wants to bring us the stock markets and crypto markets in a level-headed and down-to-earth way. And they do that through beginner tutorials and everything up to advanced topics like options trading and NFTs. The Bullock experience of just getting you onto the wheel. Now, the Stock Explorer often has product in hand, and they bring us shorts, videos, and a lot of live streaming. They're usually live at least 3 times a week. Pardon me, sometimes even more often. Woman Outdoors accidentally spun the wheel early, but that will be the next channel that comes up from Erie, Pennsylvania. And then the Stock Explorer, let's look at how the shorts are doing right now, because like I said, they bring all 3 types of content. Some of these are starting to get into the thousands of views, which is great. Live streams after live streams after live streams with this creator. I was with them on their channel for one of these actually a couple of months ago, where we talked YouTube for a couple of hours. There it is right there. But you can see in the last 2 months, look at how many streams they've done. Literally a minimum of 3 times a week, more often than not. Now, sometimes there are charts and graphs to be seen on this channel, and sometimes it's friendly conversation more than anything else. But they will help us understand what's happening in the markets. They'll teach us some of the terminology and the different types of trades as well. Oh, thank you, Scratch and PPA. I put Clock's Family Adventures on there twice. Not everybody can see that. I know if you're on a phone, it's hard to see the list of names that I've got on the wheel. Yeah, I think I mistook that for another channel and accidentally copied and pasted twice. But thank you, Scratch and PPA, for catching that. I do that often, actually. Adventures with Outdoor Eagle is now on the wheel as well. They happen to be a member. And you would, for those of you who haven't been here many times yet, you'd be shocked at how many times Scratch and PPA has to catch my mistakes. It's multiple times per stream in almost every stream, I think. But thank the dear Lord for that. Tuber Chat would certainly not be what it is if it wasn't for Scratch and PPA, because I would be doing a lot more scrambling and probably have a lot more people upset than I luckily do right now. Tropical Buzz is another channel from Nora the Stock Explorer. And this creator on this channel is going to educate us about plant life, but also possibly grow some of their own things as well. They'll be getting involved in seed swaps and things like that as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They happen to be in Florida, so the growing season is coming up. And on this channel, they've got almost 200 subscribers. On the Stock Explorer, they've passed 1,600. So I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther on both. And like I said, an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And somebody who I've been lucky to build a real strong friendship with over a long period of time. Generosity is definitely at the forefront of their mind. And look at that luck. Clock Family Adventures. Maybe the advantage actually seemed to work out for you. Clock Family Adventures is coming up. Now, forgive me, I skipped over Woman Outdoors. I accidentally spun the wheel earlier. Woman Outdoors is supposed to be up right now. So I'm going to put them up next. But Clock Family Adventures would have been next. So we'll look at that channel right now, see what they've got going on. And Clock Family Adventures is a channel I'm still getting to know. They've been with us many times now. But I'm going to take another video from this channel. So they've got popular videos on the front page. They've got an upcoming premiere tomorrow, actually. And they're taking a... oh, this is going to be cool. Double occupancy room on another cruise ship. This thing is enormous. I was lucky to work on a cruise ship once a long time ago, but it only held 1,400 passengers and 700 staff. Whereas the ships today obviously are just monsters and would like tower over what I'd been talking about. But they're going to give us some travel content as well as some cruising content. I'm looking forward to learning more about the channel. But maybe what I'm going to take is one of your latest videos. They've done a few of these actually. But I'm going to take one of these and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up a little bit. I'll look at the shorts as well and see how these are doing for this channel. And these have gotten into, wow, the tens of thousands of views. We're starting to get into 12,000, 15,000, 21,000, which is great. And many all the way up with thousands of views, which is great. 939 subscribers. So this channel is officially on the road to 1K. There's Eddie Lugo Studios on there as well. Some more familiar faces. And it's great that you've got those StreamYard panels going on. And I'm looking forward to learning more about Clock Family Adventures. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. The Bullock Experience is back in the house. I've got you on the wheel. Woman Outdoors is coming up right now because I spun the wheel earlier. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements individually and independently, of course. The Servant David Show, thank you for another super chat. They've done that before, but I really do appreciate that extra generous support. For that reason, your channel will be put up next. We always put super chatters on the screen right away in order. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and you'll notice that because of that super chat, Bautissimo just dropped a link for them as well if you want to get over there quickly. But thank you for that. I've caught them many times for different live streams. Obviously, they're going to inspire us in a spiritual way. Now, Woman Outdoors is somebody who's been a dear friend of Tuberchat for a long time as well, and somebody who's built really great friendships, like solid friendships with other creators. And I'm always happy to see that as well, because the number one thing that we hear or I hear from creators that is their favorite thing about their YouTube journey is the friendships that are made along the way. And we see that. I'm always happy to see the friendships building, the inside jokes between creators in their different chats, even here in Tuberchat and things like that. But Woman Outdoors does a great job of making themselves a part of other people's communities and wholeheartedly supporting. Now, on their channel, they have a really unique aspect towards a lot of outdoor content. So we're talking bushcraft, camping, reviews, outdoor cooking, fishing, hiking, and general looks around. They've gotten into a lot of product reviews as well, and those are going to be helpful for anybody thinking about outdoor adventures of any kind. But Woman Outdoors happens to be in the Erie, Pennsylvania area. And what that means is that they get to see all four seasons, which means the extreme cold, the extreme heat, the sun, the wind, the rain, everything in between. So we get to see different aspects of this outdoor content on their channel. I find it compelling. I'm sure you will as well. And they're here with us just about every single day as well. And I see them out supporting other creators constantly when I'm out trying to do the same thing. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They do quite a bit of live streaming. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these again soon. It's been a week already, but they're on it like a few times a week by the look of it, right? And then shorts videos, they've started to get into the couple thousand views, almost into the thousands now, which is great. That will likely continue. But they take us to some really interesting places, particularly in their videos when it comes to camping. They are not just, pitching a tent wherever there's a park. They literally look for unique places, which, like I said, I find compelling. AACon 50, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up and ready to go after the Servant David show. They just dropped a super chat, so thank you for that extra generous support. They took over our stream boss position all in one swoop there. And I'm grateful for the extra generous support. Of course, when I talk about the stream boss, I'm talking about the video game life meter under my camera there. And every Super Chatter membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The last person to knock them out takes over and gets a little bit of extra exposure. So Little Ridge Farm will be up next, and the Servant David show is up right now. Now this creator will motivate us in a spiritual way. They've got some shorts videos on their front page, and we see that these are starting to get over 1,000 views now, which is great. Oh, Dre Lasha, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. She's got a couple of channels now, actually, bringing us a lot of fitness. I wish I would take some inspiration from that as well. Dre Lash is on the wheel, and the Servant David show, thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. Of course, Andre Southgate is also in the house. Now, when we look at the Servant David show, there are videos here, and I can see I'm behind. So I'm going to take the second of the last two. I'm going to take your eggplant parmesan, just because it's a few minutes longer than the latest one. But I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up the smallest bit. But as well, live streams are something this creator does frequently. So it seems like they're doing it like at least every day, if not multiple times a day. I thought I just caught you for one of these, but maybe I'm mistaken. So hopefully I'll catch you for one of these again shortly. I've got the notification on for the one you're going to do in about 45 minutes. So they'll be on. We will likely still be on. Depends if they're going to be on for over an hour, but it looks like they usually are. Maybe we can raid into that tonight. And pardon me while I just do something in the background here as well. I'm going to get that ready to go. So if that's the case, maybe we'll do that. Obviously, this creator is going to inspire us with positivity, and like I said, motivate us or inspire us in a spiritual way as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. The Servant David show's been a long-time friend now, well over 4,000 subscribers, almost at 4,400. So, you know, I say of these channels that, or channels of this size, that there must be much to be learned from these creators because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of 3,000 and beyond. So let's get to Little Ridge Farm. I keep spinning the wheel prematurely here. So Little Ridge Farm is coming up right now. And thank you one more time, the Servant David show, for another couple of super chats. They've done that many times before as well. Little Ridge Farm happens to be live right now, but that's okay. This creator does quite a few live streams, actually, and you can get a good grasp on the story behind the channel when you catch them for a lot of these. That's Mark right there. He's been making the rounds on a lot of different channels, actually, in StreamYard panels and things like that. So hopefully everybody will enjoy those when you catch him on other channels. Lots of shorts videos here. These are starting to show us the recouping and rebuilding. This creator actually had their house burned down this year and are in the process of that regrouping and rebuilding right now. So they bring us along with that story. The channel's got a lot more on it, some before, some during, and now we're seeing the after. But it's often Mark, sometimes his daughter will join him, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to them. I'm just going to take their latest video and put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to stay caught up with them. And Little Ridge Farm is here with us just about every single day. One of the things I always mention about Mark is that he is a creator with incredible tenacity and perseverance. And the reason why I say that is because I see this creator still over the top, generously supporting so many other creators, including here in Superchat, but constantly saying things like, you know, things could be worse. And, you know, there's other people in the world who have it worse off than we do. And I think that that really hits home when you hear it coming from somebody who literally had their house burned down and lost everything. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Mark always engages conversation everywhere they go as well. And thank you, Ghostly Winds. They always make me laugh. Ghostly Winds always has the most creative things to say, both about the chat here and the Wheel of Doom, which now is spinning. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Mama 4 Boys is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. One of the things we find from Mama 4 Boys is delicious looking content, and I really enjoy cooking channels and cooking videos here in the Tuber Chat family, because we get a real look at what people are actually making in their own homes. Very different. You don't need me to tell you, but I'm just saying, very different than television, of course, when they have, you know, the unlimited budgets, unlimited pantries, the world's best equipment, things like this. I think it's wonderful to get a look at some of the things that people are making at home. Mama 4 Boys puts an interesting twist on a few things as well, and you'll find this in their videos. They often are making things that we might be able to buy pre-made in a store, whether it's in the frozen section, in a box or a bag or anything like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but they're going to show us how to make some of this stuff at home. Now I'm going to take their latest creamy garlic pork chops video and put that into my ketchup list for now. But you're going to see some sloppy joes here. You're going to see mac and cheese. You're going to see, I think they did the traditional St. Patrick's Day dinner. They've got an interesting take on making something similar to Hamburger Helper on their channel. They've got that pan pizza, personal pan pizzas there, which is really cool. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I'm sure you will. Mama 4 Boys is incredibly supportive. I see them out supporting other creators all the time, everywhere I go, in different premieres and live streams. They're sitting at 1,230 or so subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 1,300 they're thinking about. When we get into their shorts videos, we can see that these are cracking over 1,500 views, maybe soon getting into the couple of thousand and probably beyond very quickly. Live streams are something they seem to have picked up, so we'll see if those continue with StreamYard panels as well. So, pardon me, Ghostly Winds always has interesting things to say about the Wheel of Doom. And the chat here, they're actually responsible for naming that ketchup list that I keep using to keep caught up with creators. And My Flock is Everywhere is just dropping another super chat, so thank you for that. They've done that many times. We'll look at that channel right now, and I'll get back to spinning shortly. My Flock is Everywhere is sitting at 553 subscribers now. They have some interesting content on their channel, but one of the things that I find about this creator more than anything else is the support they give to others. I often find them supporting other creators, often in a community that deals with the unexplained. So I Want to Know is in the chat here today. Unidentified S4 comes to mind. A few other channels as well. And My Flock is Everywhere is out supporting everybody all the time. I run into them constantly. But I'm really keeping an eye on this channel to see what more they're going to come up with content as well. When we get into their shorts videos, we see these are starting to crack a couple of thousand views, which is great. And then live streams are something that's fairly frequent also. So I've got a couple of notifications on for those. And then thank you, Just Jason Keto. So see, here in Tuber Chat, I move the streams around, right? And one of the things that we think about when you start your YouTube journey, particularly when you're in the very beginning, it's very easy to make a schedule with a couple of friends and say, this person goes live Monday, this person goes live Tuesday, this person's at 3, this person's at 7, and things like that, right? And people raid into each other, and I'm always happy to see that. But at some point, you will be following too many creators to be able to schedule that out, and you'll end up going live when other people are live. We see it here in Tuber Chat all the time. And it's expected because I move the streams around here all the time. We change our days, we change our times. And a big part of that is because I got to go when I got to go. I've got a full-time gig. As well as trying to do Tuber Chat and juggle, you know, family and everything else that everybody else has to do. But part of the reason as well is because we want to meet different creators here. In most cases, it's advisable to pick a day and a time, much like Scratch and PPA, post with perfect consistency, and that is probably the fastest, if not one of the fastest rolling chats in all of Tuber Chat. So you understand, if you've seen that, how that consistency really pays off. And that's what all the biggest YouTubers who talk about this stuff will mention. Even YouTube themselves will usually push people to have a consistent schedule. You have to make the right decision for your own channel. And, you know, I never want to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do. The best idea is to take what we talk about here amongst each other and then add it to what you already know, what you're going to continue to learn, along with some instinct. Make the best decisions for yourself and your channel. And I always encourage experimenting with different ideas as well. But, you know, Just Jason Keto is just running a premiere right now, so we know after Tuber Chat today there's going to be fresh content over there. But, you know, we got to go when we got to go, and that's the thing. The gaming family, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And I'm actually behind in scheduling the next couple of streams. I'll try to get those done as quick as I can, but it might end up being now by Saturday morning before I get those things set. We'll probably be on Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m. both. And then, My Flock is Everywhere, thank you again for your extra generous support today with that Super Chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we put that channel up right away. I did just get the gaming family onto the wheel because they happen to be a member. And then, if anybody has the ability to share this stream out, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. The Bullock Experience is up right now. They actually were here before the stream started and then came back in. But the Bullock Experience has been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. Now, he's got 2 channels now. So first of all, this is the fishing channel. It's always fishing first here, particularly catfishing. But the conversation can go anywhere once it's started when they get into a lot of StreamYard panels. He's pushing for watch hours now. I missed this ride-along live stream. A few creators are doing things like this now, but you'll often find the Bullock Experience out fishing. This is a typical live stream. We caught one of these a few weeks ago, and the Bullock Experience is another creator who's here with us almost every single day, actually. Now, their shorts videos are starting to get into the thousands of views, which is great, and once in a while it looks like I think they're getting into product reviews. Now, forgive me if I'm mistaken about that, but live streams are a lot more common on this channel than videos for now. When we get to Gaming Experience with Kelly, we see a second channel from this same creator. And here they're playing a variety of different games. So they got into Call of Duty, Minecraft for a couple of videos as well. And then they've gotten into this Fishing Sims World Tour, World Pro Tour, which is really cool as well, because I would have otherwise not seen that. So Gaming Experience with Kelly now has 34 subscribers. We'd love to encourage this creator to move towards the first 100. We know that the race to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting the first 100 and far beyond all the time. So that's Gaming Experience with Kelly, the brand new gaming channel from the Bullock Experience. And then Dre Lasha is coming up as well, and this is another creator who now has 2 channels as well. She's bringing a lot of fitness for us and a bit more variety as well, but I've caught her a few times even in live streams for fitness actually. And Dre Lash is somebody who's here with us frequently as well. Now, she's posted another couple of videos already in the last day. I'm just going to take this latest one. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. These are some really cool thumbnails too as well. That's a good job you've done on those. And Dre Lasha has 823 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this creator a little bit farther towards the 900 that they're thinking about. We'll get them officially on the road towards 1K. And Dre Lasha is going to talk to us about variety on their channel. And the videos, let's just have a look through some of these right now. A lot of stories to be told from this creator. But when we get into the live streams, you'll see what I mean. I wonder if I can catch one of these. Where did I catch you? That was one. There's another. Where's the fitness ones? Was it on the other channel? Is that why? Wow, she's posting all the time. I'm a little bit overwhelmed because it's both channels. What happens every time I put Dre Lash's channel up, I look at what she's doing now, and then I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, she's got a lot of videos. She's posting frequently. Then when we go to Dre Hair and Fitness, we see even more when we get into the live stream. She had, like, what, the other day, I think 3 or 4 live stream notifications to be put on. So I've got one on for this one. And look at this, like every single day without fail, which is cool. And this is probably what I'm talking about, where I caught her doing fitness. But hopefully everybody will enjoy that on this channel. Some more shorts videos. These are getting into a couple thousand views almost now. I just want to go back to Dre Lasher for a second. Look at the shorts over here as well. And these ones, yeah, have started to pop. One of them's over 5,000, which is great. That will likely continue. Thank you, Scratching Wolf, and hopefully we'll see you again very soon. We will be back on Saturday and Sunday. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Cali King 916 comes from Sacramento, California. They give us a real-world look around their area. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Cali King 916 has been added to the wheel now because they happen to be a member, and I'm going to put up the gaming family. So this channel is fairly new to Tuber Chat. Now forgive me, was this a channel that was renamed? And forgive me for not remembering the story. Or is this a brand new channel in the Tuber Chat family? Because we likely have only seen it a couple of times. Thank you, Cali King 916. I appreciate when creators let the stream run as well. And then the gaming family has a lot of shorts here on their front page. So let's have a look at these. This is obviously a channel I'm still getting to know. I think they changed their name. Am I right about that or no? And pardon me for getting stuck on the thought here. They've cracked over 1,000 views, which is great. Live streams are something that's frequent. Fortnite, it's great to see that. Apex Legends. They're mixing up the gameplay on their channel, which is wonderful to see. And already on the way towards 600 subscribers. So that's great as well. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And like I said, they happen to be a member, so we had put them on the wheel right away. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up and ready to go. We'll see what's happening with Bumby Selby. This is a creator I talked about when they first came in as another friend that has been with me from the beginning of my YouTube journey, basically. Now, here's the thing. I've been on YouTube for 6 years now. And only got into the small YouTuber community, if you want to call it that, a couple of years ago. Well, now I guess it's getting on three and a half years. But I was overwhelmed by being introduced from creator to creator, like, hey, come, I've got friends for you. Come and meet my friends. Come and meet my community. Come and get some more friends for yourself. Bumby Selby was one of these creators. And I met them early on. Right away, actually. I think they were literally like within the first handful of creators that I met in the small YouTuber community. And this is an example of somebody who has been with the Tuber Chat family all of this time. Now, recently they started making frequent appearances here, and I've actually been in for just about every live stream. Trish the Natural, I've got you on the wheel now. Thank you for coming in. They happen to be a member also. Now, Bumby Selby will bring pure variety on her channel, but she will also let you meet more friends and family members when you get into her live streams or premieres if she does those as well. I think, if I remember right, and you have to forgive me now because it's is getting long. I tried to say when we started YouTube that I was going to remember a lot of important like milestones and things like that, but I think Bumby Selby was the very first creator to ever come into one of my premieres on my personal channel. You know, some of these things you're going to remember, right? And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. Now, we can see that she's posting frequently, at least a couple of times a week. The shorts videos have started now, so hopefully these continue, and they're likely going to cross over 1,000 views. They've got a couple here, actually. One's crossed even 2,000 views already, which is great. And then lots of live streams. Now, they stopped this about 6 months ago, but I wonder if they're going to pick these back up again. So we'll see, but that's another excuse for why we put our notification bell on for every creator. It's really in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other, but giving ourselves the opportunity to catch as many creators as we can for everything that they're doing. So 1,400 subscribers, and now on the road towards 1,500. I'm hoping we can push Bumby Selby a little bit farther. Let's spin the wheel. We got another channel up on the screen, Sleepy Time Productions. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment, and I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Oh, Mona Did What? There you are. Thank you for coming in. Mona Did What is our featured channel for today. So we talked about them for the first 5 or 10 minutes of the stream. She brings sewing and quilting more than anything else, but is an incredibly supportive creator, has been for a long time, and she's here with us almost every day. M&T Living and Cooking has 862 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 900 that they're thinking about. I see that they've got another video now. M&T Living and Cooking is somebody who's out supporting other creators all the time. When I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams myself, I run into them frequently. Shutter Captured, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Thank you for that thumbs up. And Be Amazing Sylvia's in the house, another creator that's been a friend for over 3 years, maybe longer. Unidentified S4, your ears must have been ringing. I mentioned you just for a quick second earlier. That's Anthony. When I had My Flock Is Everywhere up. I think they're with your group too, right? I think they're in your community. Unidentified S4 is a member. I'm going to put them on the wheel. That's a channel with over 9,000 subscribers. And we'll get them onto the wheel right this second. M&T Living and Cooking brings us a lot of delicious looking content in their cooking videos. You can see that through a lot of the things that they've got here. Oh, I think this is the one with the mac and cheese that's done twice, right? Mama's baked mac and cheese and Grandma's baked mac and cheese. Yeah, there it is. Stovetop mac and cheese. So interesting, but they bring a lot more. And then they take us outdoors. There's a lot of these RC videos, but they might be giving us a look around as well. And then a couple of videos lately looking at the car, or the truck rather. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. I've got your latest country style ribs. And it's interesting, you know, I've never in my life actually cooked ribs, and I really should. I really should learn. It's, you know, as far as I understand, it's not difficult. Nothing really is that difficult when it comes to the basics. But I can only cook to save my life. It's not like anything I do is spectacular. Everything I do seem like it came out of a textbook. But I want to see what they did with these. So I've got this video on my catch-up list, and then as well, let's look at the shorts videos for a second here. We see that these have started to get into the thousands of views. One of them's popped 12,000. I think that's still growing. If I remember right, I think this video had 9,000 views and is still climbing. But forgive me if I'm wrong about that. Live streams are something they do frequently as well. But the biggest thing, like I said, I can say about M&T Living and Cooking is that I see them out supporting other creators all the time. And then thank you so much, Sleepy Time Productions. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Life with Mountain Folk is here from Georgia. And next up is going to be I Want to Know. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So I'll appreciate it greatly. Lark's Homesteadish, good to see you in the house. I Want to Know is up in 3 minutes. All right, we're back and looking at I Want to Know. We talked about this channel, not really, but just for a quick second, I mentioned it when My Flock is Everywhere was up. And then again with Unidentified S4, who's now in the chat as well. Brazinger Inc. just became a member, so thank you very much for that. I've got you on the wheel already. And members always get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But after another long while, I'm guessing about 40 minutes from now, we will start adding some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most active. The key to that, of course, is engaged conversation, as you've heard me talk about many times during the stream today. So I Want to Know is somebody who engages conversation. They're here with Get to the Farm. We'll look at both of these channels. One of the things that I find extra special when we have creators supporting each other is the idea of in real life friends or family that wholeheartedly support. And the reason why is because I said earlier in the stream, the biggest thing I get to hear from creators about their favorite part of their YouTube journey is the friendships that are made. And I feel the same way, absolutely. But the number one complaint that I hear from creators is, why is it so difficult to get our in real life friends and family to support our YouTube channels when we can find people online willing to do it? And it makes it that much more special when we have these combinations of channels like I Want to Know and Get to the Farm, or Backlash Fisherman and Coastal Water. These creators come to mind when I talk about this. So I Want to Know is going to talk to us about the Unexplained. They recently updated their About page, but they talk to exploring the unknown and delving deep into the mysteries of the past. We can join them on a journey through time and space as they uncover the secrets of advanced civilizations, lost artifacts, and ancient legends, as well as a lot more. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They've got a premiere coming up. This is about a week. I guess it's a little bit more than that. It's a couple weeks away, a few weeks away. But I've got this notification on. We'll be curious to see if they're going to do something in between now and then. But they've got some shorts videos here as well. When we get into these, we see that these are starting to approach 1,000 views, which is great. But I Want to Know is here with us almost every day. Another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, obviously, with 340 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 400 that they're thinking about. Oh, they do have something else coming up. Why didn't I see that right away? Yeah, they've got something coming up on Saturday. That'll probably be while we're running Tuber Chat, somewhere around there, but we know that that day we'll have fresh content on this channel as well. I'm going to show you Get to the Farm. This is the wife of I Want to Know. And this is what I'm talking about when I say in real life family supporting each other, or friends for that matter. And let's take this latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will help me to stay caught up, make sure I don't fall behind. Get to the Farm is here with us just about every day as well. Now, they've got 891 subscribers. They, any day now, are going to be officially on the road to 1K. We always say you're officially on the road when you pass 900. Ali's Crafts Pursuits, word up to you as well. Oh, I see. Okay, I Want to Know. That's the most recent one set to premiere. I don't know why I didn't see it right away. And then when we get to the Farm, we're going to look at their shorts videos. We see that these have gotten into the thousands of views now, which is great. That will likely continue. And then live streams are something that they've talked about picking back up. So we'll keep an eye on the channel and see if they're going to do that. One of the things they have let me know for sure is that they want to encourage and allow people to make more friends and family members with each other when you're over there. They'll be targeted towards the homesteading community of channels, but they've been, between them and I Want to Know, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters here in Tuber Chat. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to them. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen right now. If I missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Look at that luck. Brzinger Inc. just became a member. Were just added to the wheel and instantly came up. So the odds are ever in your favor today. And we'll see what they've got going on their channel right now. They got 337 subscribers. This is a channel I'm still getting to know. Oh, yeah, that's okay. Get to the Farm. The watch hours eventually pick up. So the truth is, I know it's easy for me to sit here and say this now, but anybody who wants to be monetized, almost anybody, I'm literally talking about 99% of channels that want to be monetized get there. The only ones that don't are maybe if, they're, what my opinion might say is either not serious or not willing to support other creators and things like that. But, we haven't seen anybody come through the Tuber Chat family that wanted to be monetized that specifically didn't get there. Everybody gets there eventually. And like I said, I know it's easy for me to say, but I promise you, the road that we're on now, compared to what it was like when I started 6 years ago, is very different, because I was already on YouTube for a few years before finding the small YouTuber community, or at least a couple years. So as a story, when I started on YouTube, I started with somebody else's channel, because I ran a few channels for other people. I let a few of them go because I don't want to do it for somebody. I just want to do it maybe with them, or not at all now. My plate is pretty full. But one of the creators that I still work with today is the one I started with. We started with his channel first. I started mine about a year later. But when we started, it took 6 months to get 100 subscribers, and on the day that he got that 100th subscriber, he had to sit on the phone for half an hour with a friend of 20 years, literally begging them to click the red button just to get him his 100th subscriber. So we've come a long way now, you know, and we've seen creators. The fastest I think I've seen was ever a channel getting monetized in 3 weeks. We've seen it done in 6 weeks. We've seen it done, you know, a lot faster. Pardon me, that creator that I started with now, their most recent channel, I believe, was monetized after 2 streams. Because they've got so many subscribers on the channels they've already started. They actually have 4 now, and I run 3 of those, really. And the 4th channel was just started based on the audience, and that was built just off of community posts more than anything else. They got 250 subscribers in a day, if I remember the story right. So, like I said, we've come a long way from there to here. We continue to share experience, but I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. Things have changed a lot, and a lot of creators here have come up with new things that I may not have even thought about, right? Or had not been pointed out in the way that they've pointed them out, things like that. And I take inspiration from other creators as well. That's my hope for everybody here, so that we're not just here chasing subscribers. We're not just here getting a few watch hours and things like that, but truly building friendships so that over a long period of time, your channel has a strong and solid foundation of people who can share their experience, so that we can all make better decisions for our channels and our videos, myself included. So, Rushing Wind Mountain, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Brazinger Inc. is 337 subscribers. And like I said, there's a channel I'm still getting to know. I'm just going to take their latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to see what they're doing on the channel. They've got some shorts videos, and these have already gotten into the thousands of views, so that's great. That will likely continue. Live streams seem to be something they're doing sporadically, but frequently enough that it's almost once a week, maybe even twice a week, so hopefully that will continue as well. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Obviously, a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. AG Born Jamaican is up right now, another longtime friend of Tuber Chat, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I have caught them many times, countless times, supporting other creators in other premieres, live streams, and they've been a friend of Tuber Chat for a long time, probably well over 2 years now, maybe even longer. And I'm just going to take one of their latest videos, Food Truck Chronicles. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. They've been posting frequently. Took a couple weeks, but they just put, they're putting 1 or 2 videos a week, I think. When we look in their shorts videos, we see that this creator is now getting into over a couple thousand views, so that will likely continue as well. And then AG Born Jamaican brings us pure variety on their channel, really. They started by saying do-it-yourself videos and vlogs, but they get into all kinds of different stuff. Even StreamYard panels with familiar faces there. Jewel in the Kitchen, Cooking with Miss Brown is there. Lots of familiar faces. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And now at 9,600 subscribers. So hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. And if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. We're doing great today at well over 90 now. Philip Lemon is up on the screen with 169 subscribers. This creator brings us gameplays, live streams, and more, but more variety actually. Our treasured home, good to see you in the house. And Philip Lemon is somebody who always engages conversation in the chat when they're here. They mix up the gameplay when they do get into things like Stardew Valley and Marvel's Avengers and things like that. Marvel Snap there. Shorts videos, let's see what they've done. They've gotten into 1,500 views. They'll be approaching a couple thousand very soon, so hopefully that continues. And then live streams. It's been a while, but hopefully they'll get back into some of that as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They're here with us frequently. And like I said, always engage conversation in the chat. That's Philip Lemon. We'd love to push them towards the 200 subscribers they're thinking about right now. Cliff Hefner's in the house. They've been here just about every day lately as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. And then Shutter Captured. And for anybody that's fairly new to Tuber Chat, the best success here is always found in reaching out to other creators first, supporting them in all the ways that you wish they will for you, and then they'll turn around and do the same thing for you afterwards. The reason why I say that is because now we've been at this a long time, right? It's getting close to 3 years. And some of the creators who've been with us for a long period of time are very seasoned in the idea of growth streams or the things we're doing here. They will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat, sometimes for days, weeks, or even months, until they get an idea of how supportive you are to other creators. They're just making a judgment call by what they see in the chat before they will connect. So I mention it all the time. The best success for everybody is always found in making the first move, reaching out to other creators. We do that by starting a conversation in the chat, letting somebody know that you want to connect with them, then heading to their channel and watching a video of at least 3 minutes long. It's very important that it's at least 3 minutes, very important that we watch from beginning to end. And then leaving a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video while we're connecting. And then giving a thumbs up, subscribing, turning the notification bell on as you see me do for all creators, and that should make the connection stick. Then you come back into the chat, let them know that you've done all of that for them, and then they will turn around and do the same thing for you. One of the things that helps is when you leave that comment, they can go and find that and click right over to your channel. And thank you, Mona Did What. I went through some of your content today all at once, and I had a really good time seeing your quilting fabric cutting machine and some of the things. The star pattern was one of the videos that I watched, and I was happy to introduce your channel today. So, Coastal Water is up, and this is another story like I talked about with I Want to Know and Get to the Farm. This is a husband and wife combo, so they each have their own channels. They actually started a third channel here called Between a Shore and a Mountain, so we'll keep an eye on this and see if they're going to do some more content here. But Coastal Water is somebody who brings us either indoors or outdoors, usually indoors. I've caught her in the kitchen more than anything else, both in videos and live streams. But this creator is somebody who brings us a great chance to get to know both her and the family, especially in these car confession live streams. I can't believe it's been a couple of weeks since I've caught you on one of these. I think you're up earlier than me. I think that's why. But I'm going to take the latest replay. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. We'll give you a few watch minutes there. But Coastal Water is usually giving us either a story to be told or talking about the day. See, I missed this one where you're fishing. My goodness. StreamYard panels are now something they've broken into. And if we look through here long enough, I forget where they are because they move when people post new streams and things like that. But you'll see Backlash Fisherman here with them. There they are right there. And these creators do a little bit of similar content in the live streams. And then, of course, the videos are a little bit different, but we'll put these channels up together here. Now, Backlash Fisherman is the husband of Coastal Water, and both of these creators always engage conversation everywhere they go. They're both incredibly supportive, both together, but especially individually, because I run into them constantly in different premieres and live streams. John H. Shelton, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And then, yeah, well, sometimes we have to be reminded to give that thumbs up, absolutely. But it is a good advice to make sure we try to remember. So Backlash Fisherman is a first responder. Now, sometimes he takes us on his travels, and lots of stories to be told, especially in those ride-along live streams. He does a similar thing to what we just saw from Coastal Water. I'm going to look at the shorts videos first, though, because look at some of these things he's been catching. My dear goodness, right? And these videos are now getting into the thousands of views. When we get into the live streams, he gets into StreamYard panels occasionally, but as well, a lot of these live ride-along live streams, there's the same dock, it looks like, that maybe we saw from, if it's a dock, from Coastal Water a moment ago. I could be wrong. It was a slightly different angle, but that's okay. And then, like I said, lots of these ride-along live streams, we get a great chance to get to know this creator. There's Coastal Water right there in their thumbnail. There's, I believe that's I Bring It Every Day. And it's great to see creators collaborating in this way. But what I keep talking about with Coastal Water and Backlash Fisherman, again, always goes back to the fact that it's in real life family supporting each other. And I'm so happy to see that, even though they've got separate channels. You'll find them on each other's channels all the time. So Backlash Fisherman is now on the road towards 1,500 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther. Yeah, we got quite a few channels that are into fishing here in the Tuber Chat family. Bullock Experience we saw earlier, Backlash Fisherman obviously. I'm not sure if Adventures with Outdoor Eagle, while I'm saying it, I'm still getting to know that channel. And lots of other channels. Lots of other channels do either are fishing channels. There's lots of fishing channels, more than I would have ever imagined. But lots of creators also engage in fishing as an activity, especially our homesteading or ranching or farming or gardening channels seem to really enjoy a lot of the outdoor content. Oh, went fishing for the weekend. That's why, Coastal Water, so they caught some footage while they were there. The Bud Files are modern-day archaeologists, and what they seek to do on their channel more than anything else is uncover history and digitally preserve it. Now, that's how they started out, but they actually got into a lot more content. Now, they will take us to abandoned locations like ghost towns, graveyards, and cemeteries, but they also give us a look around in a lot of regular adventures, if you want to call it that, if any adventure could be regular. I'm just going to take your Nebraska train. I know this is a short video, but I'm going to put it in my catch-up list. I've got the notification on for the latest cemetery video that they're going to put out. And then shorts videos are something that they've had popping into the thousands of views. One of them over 15,000, which is great. Live streams, I've caught these creators many times, and they could be outdoors, usually indoors. They might even be singing or dancing or engaging in other activities there as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. The Bud Files are here with us every single day, and I run into them constantly when I'm out in other live streams and premieres, supporting other creators as well. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. Thank you, Challenging Kitchen. And, you know, I know it takes a long time to get onto the wheel and the screen these days, but after another, I'm guessing 20 minutes or so, I will start adding names to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most active. The secret to that, of course, is engaged conversation. When you're engaging in true conversation with other creators, it actually helps you rise up the list that I have in the background here from Botissimo, which is a robot that I use to keep track of activity in the chat. And when it's time, I'll start adding names onto the wheel, which is not going to be long, maybe even sooner than I think. Growing What I Eat is up here right now with 255 subscribers, and this is another friend from the homesteading and gardening and farming and ranching community of channels They're going to help educate us about some of the gardening we might want to engage in. I'm just going to grab the latest video and put that in my catch-up list. Now, this is a bit of a channel that I'm still getting to know, but I'm just going to read some of their about page here. They're on their journey growing different types of fruit trees, vegetables, citrus trees, berries, different varieties of pollinating flowers as well. I forget who I saw the other day that was talking about that. They were talking about the garden and getting different types of pollinating flowers together so that you can almost build your own ecosystem, if that makes sense, in whatever space you have to work with. But it can be helpful to the environment if I understand right. Of course, I'm still learning. And then homesteading to them means that they can grow as much food as possible and then connect with the land, which is great. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that from growing what I eat. I'm just going to hit the shorts videos and see how these are doing. They're getting into over a couple thousand views now, which is great. They're showing us how to get a lot of different things started with that we might be growing. And then live streams are something that they seem to be jumping into. They did quite a few weeks ago. They did one last week, and then hopefully those will continue. But I hope I can catch you for one of these. I'm actually going to take your latest replay and put that into my catch-up list as well, because I can get you half an hour of watch time that way as well. Thank you, Just Jason Keto. He just ran a premiere, so we know that after Tuber Chat, he's going to have fresh content on his channel as well. And Holly's Adventures is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on their channel. And Holly's Adventures is bringing us gaming. They've got a lot of Zelda videos here, but once we start getting into a bit more content like their live streams, we can see that they've really mixed things up. Final Fantasy is here, and then they've got Super Mario, obviously. Star Fox 64, interesting. Now, this creator also took a cruise recently, so they gave us some footage from that. A little bit of variety on the channel. Holly's Adventures is here with us frequently. And let's see how the shorts videos are doing, because I keep looking at these. Oh, Coastal Water is just saying, yeah, Backlash Fisherman is a first responder, so he's heading out right now. Interesting. Hopefully always safe travels, but I'm sure we've known him a while now, even just here, but obviously well-versed in what he's doing. But thank goodness, right? When we look at the shorts videos on Holly's Adventures, we see 400 subscribers, first of all. Hopefully we can get them a few more, get that 400 locked in. But the shorts videos are already popping into the thousands of views, which is great. And hopefully that will continue. I'm sure it will as well. So they're posting somewhat frequently. Hopefully we'll see some new videos shortly as well. And then they brought us more videos from that cruise that they took recently as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. Let's spin the wheel. Obviously, Holly's Adventures is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Cali King 916 is coming up right now from Sacramento, California, and this creator gives us a real-world look at what Sacramento is like. They do a lot of live streaming. I've caught them many times. They've got some shorts videos on the front page, so we'll look at those first. But we see that these are starting to get into over a couple thousand views, which is great. Videos are something that has been posted occasionally from this creator. And then when we get into I think I'm going to take a different video from you for the my catch-up list here. But then when we look at the live streams, pardon me, we see that this creator's taking us outdoor often. So I caught them for one here, but I catch them, I thought it was frequently, maybe less frequently than I thought, but they stream frequently as well, which is great. So they're going like every other day or so by the look of it. and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They are very close to 1,900 subscribers, so any moment now we're going to have them officially on the road to 2,000, which is great. Now, one of the things I have to believe is a big part of that is that Cali King 916 is always out supporting other creators. When they found the Superchat family a while back now, I don't think it's quite a year, but it could be getting close anyway. Cali King 916, I saw instantly out supporting. Literally, it felt like everybody all the time. So when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, you know, we all notice who, you know, when people are out supporting, and Cali King 916 seems to be everywhere, which is really, really cool. So, you know, I'm taking advantage of the opportunity to say it again. But the more we give to others, the more it seems to come back, and more so than we expected in the first place. And, you know, I hope I'm right, but I think that's an example of what's happening with this channel. And we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen in a moment. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, pardon me, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. This channel put out a few new videos recently, so I'm just going to take the latest one. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. They're all quite short, but this channel is meant to memorialize Foxy Mama, who's the star of the show. You see them in all the thumbnails, of course, on the channel. And the story is on the About page, so you can get an idea about the history of Foxy Mama there. Hugo Homestead, good to see you in the chat. I'm just going to hit the shorts videos on this channel and see how these are doing. Now, the channel's up to 280 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little closer to the 300 we know they're thinking about. And we see that some of these shorts videos are starting to get close to 2,000 views, which is great. That will likely continue. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They've literally put out 3 brand new videos just this week. 5 actually, 4 or 5, 4 videos. So hopefully everybody will enjoy those when you get there. Foxy's Friends is here with us every day. Another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So, as well, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Be Amazing Sylvia is up right now, and this is another creator I've described as a friend who's been with us for about 3 years, since I believe before Superchat even started. She is very well known as one of the 7 creators who made up the Drop the Link Day crew. They are all very close-knit friends. They all have different channels. They all do different things, but they had a project they were working on similar to what we're doing here in Superchat. They run live streams where they allow you to meet more friends and family members. Each one of these creators continues to do that today, as well as with all of their YouTube knowledge from the last many years. They share with each other as well. Now, Be Amazing Sylvia's channel is literally just exploding with growth, and I'll show you the reason why in a quick second. Now, she does pure variety here, so we get a great chance to get to know the creator behind the channel. I'm going to set my notifications for the 2 live streams that are coming up. She's actually got one that's starting in about 15 minutes. So we know that she'll be live right after Tuber Chat today. She's got some how-to videos. We'll look at the shorts for a second here. And this is going to show you something really great that she's got going on. Look at this, my dear goodness. She's put out a bunch of these shorts videos, and some of these have gotten not only into the thousands of views, but tens of thousands, and now we're crossing into the hundreds of thousands of views. Look at this shorts video with 716,000 views, and I think it's still moving, which is great. And I think that that is what is, I have to ask her specifically, but I think that's what's contributing to such rapid growth on the channel, because shorts are known as something that can bring in subscribers, and my guess is because she's put out so many similar shorts here all at over a short period of time, I think that that is probably driving a bit of subscriber growth as well. Now, I could be mistaken. I got to talk to her about it and see if that's the case, but this is wonderful, actually. I'm just going to make a note here as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. Like I said, a friend of over 3 years. Superchat's coming up on the 3-year anniversary, and she's been here since the beginning. What the Flock is in the house. We'll get them onto the wheel. And if anybody has not already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give the thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Now, I often, about most channels, I talk about dynamic hosts. But if you want an example of somebody who really is just a natural, that's Anthony from Unidentified S4. And you'll get that idea the second you get there, especially for a live stream. Now, they put out videos and shorts as well. I'm just going to take the latest video. I know it's very short, but I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. I'm going to hit the... You see that this channel is going to talk to us about the Unexplained. So they get into a lot of different subjects. Let me read it off their About page so I don't miss anything. So they get into UFOs, paranormal, cryptids, hoaxes, scammers, science, missing 411 stories, astral travel, technology, as well as general news. So a lot of polarizing content, but this leads to engaged conversation. Now, Anthony's an incredible host, but when you get to the channel, you'll see in the shorts videos, these are starting to get into the tens of thousands of views, passing 27,000 now. That will likely continue. Live streams. Oh, interesting. They must have done that, today for the SpaceX flight. It's funny how you see, like, I saw a post on Facebook talking about how the ship exploded after it took off, which was not true. But it's interesting to see the clickbait, and it wasn't on YouTube, it was outside. But it's interesting to see how people like try to draw in just with bad news like that. But that's really cool. That you caught that. I'm not really up on like following really what SpaceX is doing. I believe that my life has become entertaining a little bit more ever since following Elon Musk on Twitter. It is it is something else, that's for sure. But Unidentified S4 will talk about a lot of different subjects, a lot of StreamYard panels as well, as you can see, and they get into a lot of different stories. It's always engaging. The video production here is over the top, and you can see this channel is now over 9,400 subscribers, approaching 9,500. You know that I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of, let's say, 3,000 and beyond. I say it all the time. So, hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Unidentified S4. Obviously, a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, to say the least. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. Helps get another couple of people into Superchat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. We'll go for 3 minutes. We'll come back with travel or bust. All right, we're back with Travel or Bust. I see Destination Fun came in. Virtual Shopkeeper Dee Dee's been added to the wheel, and Together We Travel is on there as well. There's a couple of channels. I think Challenging Kitchen said they were going, but just in case you're still here, let me know. Coffee Walks and Whatever was here for a long time as well, and Roadhog. If any of those channels are Fallen Arkansas Veterans happens to be here, or Pards Gen, I'll get you onto the wheel right away. Otherwise, we'll keep going and we'll start adding names as we need them when we get down to about 5 or 6 again. Travel or Bust is here with 967 subscribers. They are getting dangerously close to that magical 1K. That is a big milestone in all of our YouTube journeys. Hugo Homestead, not sure if I said hello. Good to see you here. They're a longtime friend as well, very supportive channel. Now, Travel or Bust obviously is going to bring us travel with a lot of cruising content lately. Let's just hit the shorts videos first, see how these are doing. These are starting to get into the thousands of views, which is great. Hopefully that continues. When we get into the videos, we're going to see a lot of cruising content lately, a lot of travel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. I always find this content compelling. I was lucky enough to work on a cruise ship once a long time ago for Celebrity, actually. So hopefully everybody will enjoy this. But we've had, over the last 6 months or so, this influx of travel channels and content coming in, which is great. And there's a very tight-knit community around that as well, and it's expanding very quickly. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Travel or Bust. We can see that they're doing live streams. They did one a few weeks ago. They've got another one coming up tomorrow, so hopefully we'll catch that. And we'd love to push them towards that 1,000 subscribers that they're thinking about. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. If I missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Virtual Shopkeeper Dee Dee literally just came in moments ago, but the wheel has picked you right away. So that's the one thing that's either fun, if not frustrating, about the wheel, is it's random. We never know how long it's going to take once you're on there. Virtual Shopkeeper Dee Dee has 455 subscribers. This is an interesting channel because they're going to bring us sales through their live streams, which obviously are interactive. Their videos are usually made to promote the live streams that are coming up, but we'll have a look at the shorts videos for a quick second. We see that these are starting to get into the couple of thousand views. One of them's popped over 7,000, which is great. Live streams are something they're doing frequently. Oh, I actually took my notification off. We'll put the notifications on for these. They've got one coming up on Monday, and they've got one coming up on Sunday, I think that is, as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them, and maybe we'll catch those. There's a couple of StreamYard panels here, but it's really meant for sales more than anything else. So auction type of live interactive stream. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. There's lots of different ways that these are done. I'm hoping I can catch Virtual Shopkeeper Dee Dee for another one of these soon. 455 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 500 that we know that they're thinking about as well. Scrow's Nest, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Let me spin the wheel, pardon me. We'll get our next channel ready to go. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Jeremy D-Day's up here. I'm not sure if I said hello when he first came in, but he's another friend that's been with me for over 3.5 years. One of the very first creators that I had met in the small YouTuber community that inspired the idea of TuberChat. So hopefully everybody will connect with him. Now, this is a second channel for this creator where he brings us vlogs, shorts, jerseys, reviews, music, and more. Jeremy D-Day has 673 subscribers. Oh, there you go. Virtual Shopkeeper Dee Dee says they always promote YouTubers and allow links at the beginning of their shows, which is great. I'm always happy to see anybody supporting others and promoting other channels as well. I'm just going to take their latest pepperoni pizza review from Casey's here. I don't think we have that in Canada anywhere. And I'm going to put that in my ketchup list. But Jeremy D-Day also, let's see how the shorts are doing on this channel actually. These are starting to get into the, lots of these in the thousands of views. A couple of these into, look at this, 27,000 and 68,000, which is great. I'm just going to get to their second channel, which is JD Knight 7. This is actually the first channel that I met them with 3.5 years ago. So they got 6,700 subscribers here. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. When we look at their videos, I'm just going to take their latest one. They've been doing a lot of music lately. This is interesting. These are all like from my childhood, Run DMC and Beastie Boys and stuff like that. But they're posting frequently, just about every single day, which is cool. I'm going to see what they're doing in shorts videos. They've got more music over here, and these are going to soon crack 1,000 views by the looks of it. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to JD Knight 7. He's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter all this time, since before Superchat even started. He was with me for the Playlist Buddies experiments I was doing on my personal channel before we even started Superchat 3 years ago. Tina A. Warending, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And the next channel that we're going to look at is a brand new member. Just Jason Keto gifted a membership today, and Natalie Nicole's ASMR was the lucky recipient to get that. So we put them on the wheel right away, and for the next month, they'll be added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, like we do for all members. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Araya's World, I'm going to put your channel on the wheel right away. And the reason why is because the other day you were here, it was your turn to be on the wheel, and I think you left like the second I was about to put your channel on the wheel. But I got it on there now. Natalie Nicole's ASMR is here with 255 subscribers. I'm hoping I can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. It's been a while since I've seen some of these. Most of us are familiar with ASMR as a huge category on YouTube. It has been for a very long time. They've got a premiere coming up actually tonight in another few hours, about 3 hours from now. So I've got a notification on for that. Hopefully I'll catch that. Lots of relaxing content on their channel when we talk about ASMR. When we get into shorts videos, we see that these are starting to get well over a couple thousand views, which is great. We see the live streams, and this is a creator who might pick these up again at some point in the future. In the meantime, we'd love to push them towards that 300 subscribers that they're thinking about. Oh, pardon me. Thank you, Adventures with Outdoor Eagle. We still have yet to look at your channel, but you've been on the wheel for a while. AceFlaw1 is Andy. He's another creator who's been with me from the beginning, about as long as Jeremy D-Day, as a matter of fact, 3.5 years or so. Andy brings travel more than anything else. 4,000 subscribers now, sitting at 4,100. I'm just going to take their latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and that's a playlist that I use just to keep caught up with creators. They can be great tools for that. AceFlaw1 only posts occasionally, but it's usually very entertaining travel videos, and AceFlaw1 is somebody, like I said, who, you know, anybody that supports you literally for years is it's a story I love telling, because it allows everybody here in the chat to be able to see the future and understand, hopefully, that there are generous creators out there willing to support you for that length of time right now. You just need to meet them. So that's exactly what we're doing here. Hopefully everybody's enjoying meeting each other in the chat. We see that his shorts videos from Andy on AceFlaw1 are now getting over 1,000 views, which is great. That will likely continue as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with AceFlaw1. We'd love to push him towards the 4,200 subscribers he's going to be thinking about. Home Bartending with John is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. And I was trying desperately to remember what on earth I had seen the other day, but it was actually on the Astute Tourist channel that Home Bartending with John had done an interview type video. I haven't seen it yet, but I saw the thumbnail pop up. Now, Home Bartending with John has a really interesting channel, and that's another one of a kind here in the Tuber Chat family as well. Home Bartending with John has 363 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push him towards the 400 he's thinking about. He is here every single day. I'm just going to look at the shorts videos before anything else, because you can see that these are starting to get into the thousands of views, which is great. He's posting those frequently. Now, reviews are something you're going to find on this channel more than anything else. Sometimes he's by himself. Sometimes he's got a collaborator like this here. And those are what you would expect. But the most compelling thing I find about this channel is that he is teaching us how to make some of the most popular cocktails in the world from the comfort of our own home. You don't have to have a home bar set up quite as elaborate as what Home Bartending with John has got here, but he does take us out on shopping trips to show us what it takes to keep a bar like this replenished, to show us the tools we might need behind the bar to make some of the things we want to make. And he gets into series or different types of series of videos. So now, like, into low-calorie cocktails, pardon me, or comparing different types of liquors and spirits. And then as well, when he teaches us how to make a video, or when he teaches us how to make a cocktail during the videos, he might show us different variations. So he'll show us something quick and easy, if that's what we're looking for, with just a couple of ingredients, or a variation usually inspired by pop culture, like television or movies, things like that. He's done a couple of requests for me already, actually. And then he will also show us something more rich and flavorful if we want to make a traditional drink, and that can be rewarding in its own way as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Home Bartending with John. We see that he started getting into live streams as well with some familiar faces here also. So hopefully that continues. And Home Bartending with John, like I said, is an incredibly supportive creator, and has been ever since finding the Tuber Chat family. Miss Canadian Scrapper, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Roadhog, I'm going to get you onto the wheel right away. Together We Travel is coming up on the screen right now, and we'll keep moving on as we need to and add some names to the wheel based on who's been most active shortly. Roadhog's on there. Together We Travel is going to bring us some more travel content, and I'm just going to see their Carnival Celebration Cabin Quickie video here. We'll get a cabin tour, and these are always entertaining. You might be surprised if you haven't been on a cruise yet. You might be surprised at how much they're able to compress some of these rooms. It's nothing like a standard hotel room at all. But we'll get a tour from Together We Travel. I'm interested to see that one myself. Shorts videos. Let's see how these are doing for these creators. They got some really cool shots of their cruise, one of the cruises, and actually these are a couple, Carnival Horizon and Carnival Liberty, and these are getting into now the thousands of views, which is great. So that will likely continue. I'm hoping you could grab some more of these when you're out, but they likely will anyway. And then live streams. Hopefully I can catch you for one of these. I'm not sure if I actually caught this or I ran that as a replay, but I'm hoping I can catch one of these. What I'm going to do right now, though, yeah, I've got one of your videos. So I put this video in my catch-up list so that I can somewhat keep caught up. And this must be the Carnival Liberty Sea Day. This must be the video that they put up that brought that shorts video that's here. Their most popular one, Carnival Liberty at Sea, which is really cool. Traveling Merton and Sue, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. And Makeup Mom and Son is coming up right now. She's been a dear friend for a long time. Now, she's here as a gold member and a moderator. All of the moderators on this channel are dear friends of mine. They have been for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other. and they all have different channels. They all do different things, but one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you visit any of them on their channels for premieres and live streams, you'll be able to meet more friends and family members in the chat the same way that you do here. I'm just going to take her latest unboxing video and put this in my catch-up list. Now, Makeup Mom and Son happens to be a gold member, so her link is dropped every 30 minutes or so by Nightbot as well. Gloria's Platter, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. When we look at Makeup Mom and Son, we see that she is now working on 1,900 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. This is an interesting video. So I was mentioning the thumbnail on Tuesday when we were on, and then I caught her with Corinne's Life yesterday or the day before, and she just mentioned, because I wondered by the thumbnail, is that a bobblehead of Makeup Mom and Son? And sure enough, yeah, it's a review video, and that bobblehead is her. That's really cool. So I ran this video, but I did not see it yet, so I'm going to put this back in my catch-up list as well and make sure I get a chance to see that. Now, Makeup Mom and Son started with beauty, and she continues that today. So there's a lot of get ready with me type videos. She does incredibly with series like Halloween and Vlogmas and things like that, but she is constantly thinking about how to bring new content to her audience in things like haul videos or unboxings or product reviews. She's gotten into a lot of monthly subscription boxes, and what she does is she changes them up. So instead of subscribing to something for a year, she'll go for a month or a few months, or I'm not sure exactly how she's doing that as far as the technical aspects of getting the subscription. She's bringing us all kinds of different stuff. BoxyCharm, FabFitFun, this one Allure. She's done other things. Kernel Crate obviously is a popcorn thing. So this is an example of the variety and how this creator is constantly thinking about her audience. Now, she is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, to say the least, and you'll find her engaging conversation everywhere she goes, including your own channel when she gets there. After you connect with her, her shorts videos have gotten into the thousands of views. One of them's popped over 37,000, which is just great, and that will likely continue. Lots of live streaming. And this creator actually got into a lot of StreamYard panels. She hops in with other channels. She has other people join her. I've joined her on her channel a couple of times, actually, because she has done a lot of interviews. She introduced us to a lot of creators, and even I was interviewed by her a while back. So hopefully you'll enjoy that as well. I'm just going to show you another channel called Caden Plays It, and this is the channel belonging to the son of Makeup Mom and Son. So we'd love to encourage this young creator. We're now with 45 subscribers. We want to push them towards the 50 that they're going to be thinking about. They bring us some shorts videos here, as well as product reviews and some video gameplay. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Obviously getting some help from Mom, but this is the son of Makeup Mom and Son. Adventures with Outdoor Eagle is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. And they might have just slipped out of the chat, but they were here for almost the whole live stream. We see shorts videos right away, so let's have a look at what these are doing. They're shorts videos. They've started to get into the hundreds of views. One of them's about to hit 1,000 maybe, so that's great, and that will likely continue. And then in their videos, we see some, we see just a few videos so far. Let's hit the About page. Small town guy here living in a big city. Interesting. They missed the country living, but they wanted to see the nature and not so nature that they're going to bring to us through their videos. So it's a fairly new channel with 94 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that first 100. We know that the road to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. Destination Fun, Huga Homestead, and Miss Canadian Scrapper are all getting added to the wheel right now. I'll add some more names in another few moments. And we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. If there's anybody who hasn't been on the wheel or the screen that has been here for a long period of time, just please say anything at all in the chat. We'll get you on there right away. What the Flock is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. There's Fallen Arkansas Veterans. And that's okay, thank you. I was going to put you on the wheel. I'm just going to get you on there right now. What the Flock is somebody who's with us just about every single day. I see them out supporting other creators as well. This is Robin from Los Angeles, California, and they're residing in Georgia now. We've got quite a few friends from Georgia, including Life with Mountain Folk, if they're still in the chat. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They are teaching us how to grow different things. They want to become more self-sustaining. They started with tomato plants, peppers, potatoes, strawberries, cucumbers, squash. Quite an interesting mix there, actually. And they're thinking about chickens as well, so we get to follow them with that journey also. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I'm just going to hit the videos here. I think I'm going to take another video, a first attempt at composting. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, and that's just for me to watch another piece of content. When we get into the shorts videos here, we see that this creator's gotten into thousands of views. One of them's hit over 21,000, which is great. And then live streams might be something that they'll continue with. We'll keep an eye on the channel and see that. They've done one of those a month ago. Our treasured home, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Is MLW Fishing Man in the house? Yep, there they are. And Destination Fun is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. This is another creator who came into the Tuber Chat family, and instantly I saw them out supporting other creators all the time. They're on StreamYard panels every single day. They've got friendships with creators that are just flourishing like crazy. They're here with us every day as well, and they're posting content. Let's see what they've got going on here. They just put up a brand new video. I'm going to take this cruising video and put this into my catch-up list here. Destination Fun is going to bring us travel of different types, but cruising is something that's a big thing. They're a part of quite a few communities, actually, and building quite a community for themselves. They are getting into thousands of views with their shorts videos here. And then live streams are something, like I said, they're doing frequently. You recognize Destination Fun because we've seen her in a few different thumbnails today because of the StreamYard panel she's been doing with other creators. She's most often found with Shanster Travels, who I think originally introduced us to Destination Fun, but they always have a good time, and these creators are hopping in with other people on lots of other StreamYard panels as well. So there's always engaging conversation. Destination Fun now has 565 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 they're thinking about. And then thank you, Glorious Platters, talking about swapping playlists. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Miss Canadian Scrapper is up here right now. We'll see what they've got going on. You'll have to pardon me. I want to try to get as many channels on the screen as we can, but I also have to split right away on time today, so I'm going to rifle through channels a little bit faster now. We tend to do that towards the end of the stream. I'm going to drop a link here for a raid we can do. This is an incredibly generous creator who's been a friend of Tuber Chat for a long time. The Servant David Show is going to inspire us in a spiritual way, so they're live already. They have been for a while. Anybody can hop over there anytime, and we'll go over there right after Tuber Chat. I'll leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes. Miss Canadian Scrapper has 3,600 subscribers. They're actually halfway to 3,700. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer right now. I can see I'm behind. I'm just going to grab one of your latest videos with some copper here, and I'm going to put that in my catch-up list and see what you've got going on with that video. I'm going to hit their shorts, and we'll see how these are doing, getting into the thousands of views. One of them's about to hit 10,000, which is great to see. That'll likely continue. Lots of StreamYard panels on this channel as well. Miss Canadian Scrapper's been a friend a long time, but they actually have quite a bit of impact on other creators. So not only have I caught them on their own live streams, but I see them out supporting other creators all the time as well. You know, I say of channels of this size that we must, they must have much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey. We can all imagine what it takes to get to 3,000 and beyond, let's say. Araya's World is coming up right now. I put this channel on the wheel right away because the other day I was just about to add them. It was their turn to be up on the screen, and I think they just left like 1 second before I was putting them up. Now, I could be mistaken. Oh, you know what it was? No, that wasn't it. It was Araya's World's turn to be up. I had them on the wheel, and then when it was time to put their channel up, I couldn't find the channel because we can't be sure. Araya's World is actually a popular name. They do come up first in my search results, but I couldn't have been sure, and we don't want to send anybody to the wrong channel. So forgive me, my story was wrong. The reason I put that channel on the wheel right now is because they missed their turn the other day, but they were on the wheel. So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. This is the first time we're looking at this channel. What I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos, which is your Alfredo pasta video, shrimp Alfredo pasta. I'm going to put that into my watch later list, and what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are here 3 or 4 times a week, but we mixed up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Glorious Platters on the wheel. Fallen Arkansas Veterans has been here for just about the whole live stream. They hopped out for a moment, but they're back here now. I've got them on the wheel. 342 subscribers. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos and put this in my catch-up list in an attempt to try to keep somewhat caught up. Fallen Arkansas Veterans has an interesting story on their about page about their channel. They're honoring fallen Arkansas veterans within a 60-mile area around where they live. They hold a ceremony each year and honor the families and the loved ones for whom they lost in the Vietnam War and Korean War. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I'm going to hit the shorts videos and see how these are doing. They've started putting out a few of these. They're getting hundreds of views, not too long before they're going to hit 1,000, I'm sure. And we'll keep an eye on the channel and see if they're going to do some live streams in the near future as well. Captain in the Squad, I'm going to get you onto the wheel right now. I know they've been here a long time. Rika Yangu, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Captain and the Squad is on the wheel. Traveling Merton and Sue is about to get added. And then Rushing Wind Mountain, let me get you on there as well. Like I said, I'm racing through channels right now, but that's just because I literally have to go on time today. We tend to get faster through channels as the stream goes on. I still want to get as many people on as I can. Songbits Laura is here with us just about every single day. Another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Just putting their latest video into my catch-up list. They've got a bit of variety on their channel. And what they're going to talk about, a community of different interests and lifestyles from around the globe. Pardon me. They want to make a place where we can all connect with each other as well. So you'll likely meet more friends and family members when you're over there. When we get into the shorts videos, we see that these are now starting to pop into the couple of thousand views. That will likely continue, and live streams are frequent. I'm hoping I can catch you for one of these sometime soon. I'm not sure if I ran that as a replay. That's just a quick video. I must have just run that as a replay, but hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. And Songbits Laura is now approaching 600 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. Jewel in the Kitchen, good to see you here. We saw you in at least one thumbnail earlier today with another creator. I was talking about the fact that Jewel in the Kitchen is somebody who's been supporting Superchat since almost the beginning. Well over 2 years, if not close to 3 now. And Traveling Merton with Sue is up on the screen right now. Jewel in the Kitchen happens to be a member, so I'm going to put them on the wheel right away. And we'll look at Traveling Merton and Sue. We see that they've got 396 subscribers. They do quite a bit of live streaming, am I right? I think I haven't caught you in a while, but look at this. Yeah, they're doing, looks like at least once a week, if not a couple of times a week. Yeah, it's a long time since I've caught you. I'm hoping I can catch you on one of these. It's weird because you see me put the notification bell on for everybody. Now, the truth is that's not how I look for channels. So, forgive me, I'm going to come back to this channel in a second. When I'm on YouTube, because I'm on the computer all day, when I'm on, then what I usually do is come over to subscriptions. I just see who's live and start hopping in to a few channels because I'm lucky I have dual monitors, so I can run 2 or 3 or 4 streams at a time, or premieres or playlists or whatever it's going to be. So it's interesting to see how much I've been missing. But a couple of my friends, Two Pineapples and I, have talked about it many times, how we think YouTube juggles the algorithm a little bit. So you see the same people for about 3 months, and then bang, it all changes again. And you start seeing different channels. Maybe that's it. I'm just going to take this latest video where you've got an RV floor being installed. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. You know, that's one thing I've never done. Now, I haven't done a ton of indoor renovation of any kind on my own, but I have done a lot of drywall, a lot of tiling, and never put down a floor, though. So I'm just interested to see what you did there. Shorts videos, we see that these are getting into almost a couple thousand views. Let's see. Yeah, into a couple thousand views, which is great. And live streams, like I said, hopefully I'm going to catch you for one of these again soon. It's been a long time. And we'll spin the wheel. Oh, so every Sunday they're on. Every Sunday. So I should be able to catch you this week if you're going to do one. Trish the Natural's coming up. We'll see what this creator's got going on. She talks to us about natural hair care. She's another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And Trish the Natural has incredible presentation on her channel. I'm just going to drop the link for our raid. Again. Hopefully they're still going to be... Oh, is he done? Oh, he's done, actually. Okay, I got to get rid of that. There was a... Okay, let me see what I can do. Pardon me, I'm just doing something in the background here. The Servant David show, we were going to raid, but he actually just finished. Usually he's on for a couple of hours, but he started an hour ago. There was another channel I was looking at that was going to start a while back. Be Amazing Sylvia. So, Be Amazing Sylvia, I think she just started her live stream actually about half an hour ago. She will definitely allow us to meet more friends and family members. She's got an interesting program going on. So you have to learn about it when you get there, exactly how they connect. I believe what she's doing today is very different than what we do in Tuber Chat. Now, there's no right or wrong way to connect. We just do the same thing here every single day because we've been doing it for years. We know it works, but that's not to say that there's not other ways of getting this done. But we'll go over to Be Amazing Sylvia. She's been a friend of 3 years, and we'll see how they're letting people connect over there right now. So I just dropped the link in the chat. I'm going to pin it as well so that you can get to that easily, and we'll drop it another couple of times. Trish the Natural talks to us about natural hair care, but she expands into other ideas like wigs and weaves and other beauty tips, tricks, tutorials, and products we can use. You can see that presentation is on the forefront of her mind with this professional look to all of her videos. Look at what happens here. This thumbnail, and then when I roll over it, we're getting a look exactly at what to expect in that channel. These bright, bold headshots are going to make her recognizable, and I love the professional look that she's got. She's had it ever since coming into the Tuber Chat family. Got to be beyond a year ago now. Shorts videos, let's see how these are doing. They're getting into a couple thousand views, which is great. That will likely continue, and this creator is going to talk to us more than anything about natural hair care, like I said, in their content, but they're out supporting other creators all the time. They're here with us frequently in our Tuber Chat streams as well. Paul's Green Space, thank you for all the friendly thumbs up reminders. I'm going to put you on the wheel right now, And I think that's going to have to be the last channel that I put onto the wheel for today. Emotion New Soul is coming up right now. Accidentally spun there. When we look for this channel, I always type Emotion New Soul in. You can type that out or copy and paste it if you'd like to. This is a talented singer and songwriter, but Emotion is an incredibly popular name for a channel. You just want to make sure you match that avatar there to get the right channel. He's got over 3,300 subscribers now. It's an official artist channel. This is a talented singer and songwriter that brings us their original works, usually in music videos, but sometimes in compilations. Those can be premieres or live streams. He rounds out the channel with shorts videos and reactions and has some members only content. Of course, he's monetized, so lots of ways to support him when we get to his channel, including super chats and those memberships. When we get to writing with Emotion New Soul, we get a look at how the music is made and the man behind the music, but as well, he rounds out this channel with even more shorts videos and some more compilations and reactions. 783 subscribers over here. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther, but you know that I say with creators over 3,000, there must be much to be learned from them as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey. We can all imagine what it takes to get to 3,000 and beyond, and Emotion has that now, 3,300 subscribers on his original channel. Hugo Homestead is a longtime friend, and they are somebody who's out supporting other creators like crazy. They've been making frequent appearances here in Tuber Chat again, and they're homesteading in the Midwest, gardening, rabbits, chickens, canning, prepping, simple life cooking, and some friendly talk. Not political or too serious, but hopefully fun for everyone, I'm sure. I've caught them a few times, and then as well, when we get into their shorts videos, we see that these are getting well over 1,000 views. Likely will be crossing into 2,000 or more soon. I'm just going to take your latest video and put this into my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators, but we get an idea by scanning through the videos what we can expect from these creators. So 509 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them towards the 600 that they're thinking about. So again, forgive me everybody, I know I'm rifling through channels, but I'm actually overtime, and I did say I gotta get out of here on time. So I'm going to rifle through the last 6 channels here, and then we're going to go over to Be Amazing Sylvia. Anybody can hop over there right away if you'd like to. I'm going to drop the link again right now. Be Amazing Sylvia has been a dear friend, an original member of the Drop the Link Day crew. She's been a friend to me for over 3 years now, and been with Tuber Chat from the very beginning. So I'm just going to drop a link in the chat here again. Anybody can hop over there anytime. She's already been rolling for about half an hour. And then we'll leave this live stream running at the end for a few minutes, so everybody can clean up their connections here, but you'll likely meet more friends and family members over there. She's likely doing it in a different way than what we do here in Tuber Chat, but there's no right or wrong way to connect. So when you go over there, whatever they're doing is fine. If you want to participate in that, you'll meet more friends and family members that way. We just stick to our method because we've been doing it for so long. We just do the same thing every day. She stole my thunder. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's another fellow Canadian, an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Rushing Wind Mountain is fairly new to Tuber Chat. It's a channel I'm still getting to know. So I'm going to take this video. I know it's very short, but the one that you've got in your featured position, I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me another piece of content to watch. This creator has 341 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 400 they're thinking about. And then lots of wildlife activities are what we can expect, with a bit of comedy to follow. Some shorts videos, let's see how those are doing as well. The shorts videos are already into over 1,000 views. And let me just hit the popular tab here. Yeah, well into the thousands, and then even over 5,000 here, which is great. So that will likely continue as they keep posting. So we'll look forward to that. Let me spin the wheel. If anybody wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Roadhog is a popular name for a channel, but we want to search, find, and click on each other so that after a long period of time, channels will rise up the search results and become #1 for for their name when we have popular names like this, like Roadhog, if that makes sense. The more we search, find, and click on each other, the more it helps the algorithm understand. Metrosonic, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. They are a veteran of YouTube for, forgive me, I'm going to make a mistake here. Is it 16 years? Metrosonic, we talk about it every August when their anniversary comes up. Roadhog is here with 361. Now, when you hit the About page on this channel, this creator says everything in their videos was found in the trash. And what they mean by that is they're going to bring new life to things that otherwise might have been passed along. Now, I'm just going to take this video that they've got, the latest video, and this is really cool, explaining their life a little bit better. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to hear the story. But they're refurbishing and renewing a lot of different things on their channel. We get an idea in the shorts videos of how this is going, as well as these are crossing into almost a couple thousand views, which is great. Dots and Crossovers, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Captain and the Squad is up right now. This is another fairly new channel to the Superchat family. I'm still getting to know them. And there you go. Yes, Metrosonic is going to be 17 years this August on YouTube. Captain and the Squad has 262 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. I'm just going to grab one of their videos and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. It's just another piece of content to watch while I get to know what's going on their channel. When we hit the About page, if my internet is not going to have a problem right this second, we're going to see what their channel is about. Trains, fire trucks, father and son adventures. On this channel, we'd love to push them towards 300 subscribers while we experience that, and we see that they've got some shorts videos here. These are starting to get into the thousands of views, which is great. Hopefully everybody will connect with them. Like I said, they're fairly new to the Superchat family. Thank you, Metrosonic, for the share. Paul's Green Space is coming up right now. That's another creator who's been making frequent appearances here lately, actually. We'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. Paul's Green Space now has over 1,100 subscribers. They're working on 1,200. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther there. Paul's Green Space is going to bring us a lot of different plant life. Let me have a look at the About page. Just an average guy living in the outer suburbs of Melbourne. They have a passion for gardening as well as animals great and small. So they're going to share that with us on their channel. And when we get into their videos, we're going to get an idea of what to expect when we get here. And then when we get into their shorts videos, we're going to see that these are starting to pop into the thousands of views, which is great to see. And that will likely continue from this creator as well. So Paul's Green Space, thank you for the friendly thumbs up reminders today. I'm just going to drop the link for Be Amazing Sylvia again right now while we spin the wheel and get our next channel ready to go. If you don't mind saying Superchat Raid when you get over there, and we'll go over to Be Amazing Sylvia. You'll meet more friends and family members when you're there. Joel in the Kitchen is coming up right now. We saw this creator earlier in at least one different thumbnail because she collaborates with others and has been an incredible supporter for a long period of time. You can see that she's now well over 3,300 subscribers, and I say of channels of this size that you must be there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey to get to 3,000 and beyond. Phasio to Phase King, thank you for coming back in today. They're a longtime friend as well. You see some familiar faces here. Cubs Den is another fellow Canadian. Scratch and Pete PA on the front there. Another couple of friendly faces, familiar faces. Cooking with Miss Brown again. And when we get to their videos, we see delicious looking content in all that they do on their channel. Once in a while they're collaborating or giving us a look outdoors, but usually they're in the kitchen. Hence Jewel in the Kitchen as the name of the channel. Their shorts videos are getting into the thousands of views, which is great to see as well. And live streams are something that they are known to do occasionally also. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And I think that is, oh, forgive me, the original name of the channel before you change it, Bayou Bengal. It wasn't Bayou Bengal 25, was it? Forgive me. That's likely a name change for a longtime friend, actually, that brings us fantasy football. It's a one-of-a-kind channel in the Tuber Chat family. She Stole My Thunder as a fellow Canadian. They talk about reviewing books, art, and movies on their channel. They actually do a lot more. They might take us out to an art gallery or a museum. They happen to be a photographer with literally thousands of photos on Flickr. They're active on Instagram as well. Sometimes they have other stories to be told on their channel, and they've got some shorts videos. These are starting to get into the hundreds of views. It's not going to be long if they continue before they start approaching 1,000. They've got a movie review coming up in a couple of days on Saturday. I've got my notification on for that. Sometimes they get into helpful videos, both in live streams and traditional content on their channel. Here they're teaching us how to make a thumbnail with a popular app and website called Canva, pardon me. We talk about that occasionally. She Stole My Thunder is an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who's also here every day and out supporting other creators all the time as well. Gloria's Platter is up on the screen right now. She's another dear friend that brings us delicious looking content. Forgive me for the channels that we did not get to today, but we're over time and I really do have to get moving. We're going to be back on Saturday and Sunday, likely for 3 hours each time. Thank you, Scratch and Pete PA, and to our moderators. You know, you always want to consider your moderators when you're going overtime or extending your streams, because they're offering to help you, right? I'm going to drop the link one more time for Be Amazing Sylvia right now. When we catch Gloria's Platter on her channel, we see delicious looking content both in video, shorts, and live streams. She's very considerate about the content and making sure that the prep is ready to go when we follow her for her live stream. She might occasionally take us outdoors as well, but it's mostly cooking videos here. And Gloria's Platter always has an interesting twist where you're able to, she's able to induce comments from a lot of different creators as well. So she's always fun, always engaging, both here and everywhere where she's out supporting other creators. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and hopefully I'll catch you for another live stream very soon. Hopefully we can push Gloria's Platter towards the 2,600 subscribers that she's thinking about. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody is here, and we're going to go over to Be Amazing Sylvia, make some more friends over there, and we'll see everybody again very soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.